last we left off, the party had come back together, discovering a bit more about this job that they had. They discovered that Lif was able to speak to them now, and were able to English the regions outside of Waterdeep. After some deliberating about who would be going in which cart, they eventually made their way over to the farm and just talked with the residents there, discovering that the scarecrows had attacked several days prior and frightened one of the farmhands' brothers, one of the farmhands, and that they had not worked on the farm since. They did, however, lose a significant portion of their crops and had salvaged what they could, and the father of 2 children began working on heading out to the city. Hendrik Brassel was his name. He seemed to be wary of any possible dangers, but left his kids at the farm, Mavis Brassel and Milo Brassel, who were instructed to remain at their home bed and not wander off, and that if anything were to happen, he reassured the party that there was a bunker that they and any other people nearby could go to take refuge. Milo stayed behind as well to watch over the children, and Hendrik is currently getting some help fixing his cart so that he can take these leftover crops to the city to sell, so that he is able to pretty much keep his farm afloat. Because if not, there is a sizable possibility that he might not be able to make ends meet entirely. He's hoping for the best, and you all are investigating the scene of this appearance, where a scarecrow had appeared, frightened Flynn Brassel, and torn up quite a few crops. Nobody's been out there since, other than to reclaim as many crops as they could, though there's still quite a bit of plant matter there. And that is where we pick up. Is there anything else I missed that you guys want to point out?
I think that's it.
Oh.
All right. Mm-hmm. This family's admitted that just in a fantasy world like this, weird stuff just does happen from time to time, but they're still trying to keep things safe for them and their family.
The children.
I think Nyla not wanting to go into the field at the moment is just gonna be like
volunteers
standing
to guard
there with
the
her
carriage.
hand. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. She just like stands there and like nods, like, yes, that is how you fix a carriage. I do not know how you fix a carriage.
Yeah, that's fair. I could see her doing that. So where did they say that they last saw the scarecrows? Like, is it kind of on this map, or?
Let's see. I think it might be easier to see on this one. So you're gonna have to zoom all the way. So as soon as it loads in, it's over here.
Okay.
Those that can see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's where the farm is. So it's kind of the southwestern portion of this farm, or this, not the farm. Yes, the farm itself, the fields had been torn up.
Okay. Can I go investigate those torn up fields?
So, not able to find anything, though.
Mm-hmm.
That remains to be seen. All you need to do is roll a perception check.
Alright, let's do this.
Sign me up. That's some good stuff
I mean,
there.
not necessarily the only thing.
Perception.
Or investigation.
That is...
I'll
I
say.
guess I'll assist one of you guys.
I'd say that you can do this, as you guys are all approaching this area and kind of examining, probably walking through on brand.
On brand. Good job,
I mean,
Celia.
it's better than you've done in the past.
An 8? I mean, yeah, fair. I'll give you that.
For all you folks at home, that's an 8.
Tune in next time
Yeah.
on Beverly Hillbillies.
Will Celia ever get
Anybody
higher than a
else
10 on her
want to try-
perception
oh,
check?
wait, no.
No.
Yeah.
17.
Anybody else want to take a crack at it?
Perception.
17.
Yeah.
Nice. Othronus?
20.
Alright.
Ooh.
Celia, I think as you're kind of walking through, it's like, this is grass and plant matter, stalks and stuff. What's so special about all this? Cordelia, you spent a considerable amount of time on a farm growing up, so I think you understand how these things work more than the others. Generally.
Yep.
Generally.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looking at this, you see the plants are torn up. They've basically been uprooted. In fact, the ground that kind of held them in place has been kind of not necessarily torn up, but it's been like it's cut up, maybe is the right word. It's like
Oh, tilled.
sort of. Yeah. Yeah, I'm some city folk. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop that now. But yeah, it's tilled, it's loose, I think is a good way of putting it.
Okay.
A pole pretty deep for it to
Why
be
is
able
it to
stay
say the
upright.
ground is
Just like
disturbed?
walking on it, it's kind of yes. But both you and Othronus making this check, you also notice something odd about these plants, particularly only in a couple of places along this area. Yeah, but you see fruit that is very much not indicative to what these crops are. It's like something,
I'll pick it up.
at the very least, from another farm or something like that.
I'm picking it up by the root ball.
Well, these
Find it,
actually
find
are
it.
not just, they're not uprooted. There's actually like sections of branches that are like cut off.
Okay. What in tarnation is this?
Find it.
Roll a nature check, I guess.
Okay. Nature. Oh, Jesus, that's not a good base to start with. Nature. 5. Just go lick it, spit it out, and be like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, this is actually a 13. You got a 13 on that, Othronus?
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Othronus, you said you got that?
No,
Well, it sounded like
it was for me.
Okay, yeah. It still would be a nature check if you want to roll it. But Cordelia, you kind of like pick this branch up with like you pick up a branch with like a couple pieces of fruit attached to it. One of the more intact ones. You like examine this piece of fruit. You sniff it. You turn it around. I don't know if you bite into it. I'm not going to say that necessarily. You do that. You can't make heads or tails of what this is offhand. It's like foreign to you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Othronus, it's a mango.
Sounds like it. Oh. You know what? That's accurate. There are no mangoes at my local grocery store.
Yeah. No, it's not. I mean, to be fair, it's not like...
Sticks. So you know what? This is accurate.
It's not like Cordelia would... That's not exactly a staple in her diet.
This looks like some alien egg. What is it? Do you know what it is?
With the 13, do I know what it is?
Mango. I don't even know if you've had it maybe like once or twice. I think you probably like saw it from time to time in like market stalls.
I guess I'd grab it.
Fairly rare in the Sword Coast, but you grab this fruit and nothing happens. You're holding a mango.
All right, I'm gonna take out my dagger, start peeling it, and start eating it.
Yeah. How do you guys react to this?
I will like start carving
Anybody
out
got
a little.
Some castor oil in case we gotta pass this?
Sorry, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Cordelia's like looking around. She's like, anybody got some castor oil in case we gotta pass this? Like, gotta make you puke it up or something? Like if it kills you.
I mean, is it good?
He just takes his knife and he's essentially just slicing it off into like little, peeling it like a banana, then like doing little dice-offs with his knife. And he just offers you one.
Yeah, Celia will take it.
Alright, you tell me, do you like these mangoes? Actually, depending, what kind of mangoes are these, like color-wise?
They are this kind of this fade between like red, orange, yellow, and green. Mostly
okay, so they got it's a mix.
So they're right.
Yellow and greens, or yellow. Yeah.
Actually, what do I have to do to check how ripe is this?
Yes.
Did I crack into like an unripe one?
Roll either a nature or survival check, I'd say. Whichever you'd prefer.
It's a natural 4.
Woof. I think you've seen these in like passing in a lot of different contexts, and you've seen probably them in all different sorts of colorings and all that. And I don't think you've probably never held one or touched one, unless you think that you've stolen one.
Oh no, I know. I've worked with like
point.
a lot of imported and exported goods, so I think I would have seen one, maybe eaten one before, but I was more asking to see, like, I don't know if you wanted to roll if the mango I was grabbing right now was ripe, as I have no idea if this is new, fresh, ready to eat, or already past its prime.
Well, I have that in mind. I was kind of rolling to see if you would be familiar enough to check with it.
No, I started eating it before I checked, so I want to know what I'm tasting.
That's fair. It tastes juicy. It seems like it is ripe.
Delicious.
I actually wouldn't check, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Probably should have checked and seen time of year and all that, but yes, it is.
It's fine.
Ripe.
I'm gonna just look
Okay.
for Nyla because I just rolled for this. Actually, no, she's not here. This would have been funnier. No, Cordelia is still fine. I'm gonna
Curse
hand
you.
the mango. I'm gonna cut off a small piece, hand the mango to Celia.
Okay. She will
And
take
I'm
it.
just gonna offer the piece to Cordelia to see if she's willing to try it.
Look at it suspiciously, give it a sniff, but be like, all right.
And as soon
It
as you
ain't
try to
killing
eat it,
you
I'm
guys.
immediately gonna
It ain't
collapse
gonna
in front of
kill
you.
Oh no! She'll just be
Oh,
putting it to
man.
her tongue, and is Othronus legitimately just collapsing?
Yeah, he just he grabbed
Or
his
you just
stomach for a
make it a
second
joke.
and just went completely folded sideways.
Othronus, are you okay, honey? Oh my god, it's happening! It's evil! So just chuck the piece behind her.
I gotta see if I'm gonna be able to keep my
Grab him
shit
by
together.
the shoulders.
Can I roll to see if I can see that he's faking it?
I think roll an insight check in that case. Oh,
Big fella, are you okay? Tell me, don't go towards the light. We need you here.
Okay, it was an 8 on the
Please
con
come back
save.
to us. Don't leave us.
Now, what would I roll? My own deception or what?
you're rolling con saves. Yeah, I'd say you can, if you want, you can roll a Constitution Deception check.
So it'd be a +3 on the deception.
No,
No, wait, no.
you can add your Constitution bonus. You can add your Constitution bonus, and if you have proficiency in Deception, your proficiency bonus. It's the kind of the intimidation strength checks. The
No, yeah.
using.
I just noticed I had that. So it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to just roll flat charisma, deception, that works too.
That's an 11.
And yeah, Celia, you rolled just below, so you think I don't think you fully fall for it, but I think you are I don't know if you're concerned, but you're did he actually just keel over?
Interesting.
Really
She
just
said
makes
with a
it
mouthful
fall to
of
the ground
mango.
hard.
It's I thought he would have softened his landing at least a little bit.
He's so big, but yeah, he's full committed. Maybe he's not lying.
Yeah, it'll last
Choo,
about
choo.
10 seconds before he just starts slowly chuckling to himself.
Cordelia looks legitimately flustered, oh my gosh, you're gonna die? But I thought we're friends, we gotta stay together. She starts to legitimately tear up at this point, just holding Othronus.
Do you think we can use him as bait for the scarecrows?
How dare you, Miss Celia? Our
gonna
friend
slowly
has died
stand
here,
up.
and you wait, what are you doing?
I think Celia chuckles in game too.
You're healed? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
Well, that was a quick
with
recovery.
with
you forget
that
already? I
as,
was good at healing with me.
That's right. Was it just gas?
No, you know if it was.
Oh. Well then. You're alive! That's great! Let's keep on investigating.
Sure thing. you try the mango?
No, I did. I thought it was killing you for a second. I mean, you
A mango?
got me. That was real good, I gotta admit. Yes.
What'd you call it, a mango? I'm sorry. Go on ahead.
All right, let's get going. I'm going to, assuming you guys are open to it, I'm going to just dice up the rest of the mango and hand it out to whoever wants it.
Yep, Celia will definitely take some.
Sure.
It's sweet and delicious.
Nice.
It is sweet and delicious.
I mean,
It's
mangoes kind of
like
Think orange
kind of
juice,
taste
but
like
like with
peaches,
sugar.
and Lord knows, right?
it's like oranges, but less pulpy and more like smooth.
I describe a mango as an as a peach if it tasted like oranges.
Depends on the kind you get, because there are some that are actually like really sweet,
Yeah.
and there are others that have like a little
Mhm.
acidity
Yeah,
to
peach
them.
tastes like oranges.
It's kind of
This
like
one's
how
definitely more on the
apricots
sweet
are
side.
like if a peach and a pear had a baby,
Yeah,
as
pretty
far as
much.
taste and
Yeah.
texture goes. But anywho, I guess Cordelia would shout back towards the farmers if one of them is still standing there. Is there anyone who's growing mangoes around here? Because this is a mango plant in a non-mango field, right?
Yes, this is all like mostly it's wheat and barley and grains in this field.
I mean, I gotta ask, how big is the tree that this thing came off of?
You don't see the tree anywhere around, but you see this branch. It's decent size. Like it's not like a huge tree, but it's a pretty like medium, decent sized tree.
So I was about to ask. I know a few trees
Okay.
with mango, and they can get pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you'd call out to somebody. Let me just.
They're all gone, dead.
Yeah, you don't
Sounds
get a
right.
response. You don't get a response. But you also
wait,
are
no,
a
they really are
distance
dead.
away. You also are a distance away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were walking for a while.
But it's also Cordelia. I feel like when she yells, everyone in Waterdeep hears her. So.
I guess fair enough. There's no arguing with that.
So much fun playing this character, damn. I get to be obnoxious. And it's justified. Okay.
Yes.
Of course it is, always.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it always
Always.
be justified? Being obnoxious is always
opera.
the right choice.
Mm.
No. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Okay, so did we find anything else in the fields? Any other evidence?
Let's see. Yeah, with the 17 and 21, particularly I think with that 21 Othronus that you had, you've kind of looked down at the dirt and these branches and this kind of plant matter, and it's definitely claws that caused this.
3 claws, 4
Ooh.
claws, 5 claws.
White claw.
check. It seems, from your guess, they're long, spindly claws. You see primarily 4, but at times you see sections with 5.
Okay, either something's doing this and not using their thumb, or they're using both hands and feet.
I know where it is. raking attacks primarily with claws would like use the main 4 fingers, since the thumb typically doesn't extend that far.
I mean, all right, I'm gonna, just as a comparison, I'm just gonna grow out my quick nails real quick and just do a quick gash by the side of him. How, like, scale-wise, how big does the scratch mark look?
Yours are, I think, shorter but thicker. These in the ground seem longer but thinner.
Okay, so it's kind of like some Slender Man hands, like really long, spindly.
Ooh, can I
Been
get
done with a
another
pitchfork.
perception check? Could I see another perception check?
Sure.
Since you're kind of investigating into the claws and these marks more thoroughly.
Oh, that's a 7.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah.
Anyone help or do their own?
Are you asking me to do a perception check?
I need our help.
I don't know. You still
I'll
eating the
do
mango?
one.
I'll help. How's that? I'll help you with yours.
That's a natural 20, y'all.
Nice. And Celia, were you gonna help?
I'm gonna help because I don't trust Celia's eyes. The daytime is just not good for her.
That's also fair. I mean, you do have your cloak, but
I do, but that's what she's going with.
sun
Okay?
is out.
That's the exact same thing.
Damn.
Well,
Celia helping with a perception check? The universe just said, I don't think so.
it really doesn't like me.
Guys, it just scratches on the ground.
But luckily, nat 20. Accurate meme there. Cordelia, as the others are, you see the others just kind of like bending down onto the ground, like looking at these scratch marks, comparing them to this scratch that Othronus made. You see, let's see, nat 20. You see, it's kind of hard to make out with all this plant matter and all these kind of scratches that are already there. But you see these, what you presume to be footprints. Kind of large and wide, 4 kind of toes kind of shooting off in different directions to kind of cone generally. And you see them kind of like their path through this. At times I think you have to like push over some plant matter to be able to see them properly. But they make their way towards, from kind of the center of this carnage towards this homestead. And they kind of
I'm following them.
Well, no, they're not like being made right now or anything like that. But yes, you're following them.
Oh, okay.
You follow them to the edge of this field, where they suddenly stop, like right on the edge of this field, and another investigation or survival check, I think, at this point.
Ew, God, yuck. Hold on. Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay. I think the nat 20 will still kind of lift it a little up from just the 10, but good to know. Yeah, I think the set of footprints, like, as you're kind of looking at this, they seem to like stop like right there, and then like turn immediately back towards the field, and eventually you lose track of them. Or maybe they just stop. You're not entirely sure. Mysteries.
So we got some footprints that we have no idea what they're for, leading to somewhere, and then they stop.
Or what they're from. Like, weird toes were described, so... anybody's feet. Those are weird.
So, just a thought. Would have followed, right, after everything?
I'm assuming so. We see the little one just kind of walking away, looking intrigued about something.
I would assume so, though I think if... I don't know if you guys necessarily see this happening.
I think you see, we're just looking to follow, because we saw her walk off.
Yeah. I think eventually, and maybe Cordelia fills the others in, but I think you see these footprints, particularly once they reach the edge of this field.
Yeah.
What would I need to roll to see if I've seen these kind of footprints before?
You can roll a nature or arcana check, I'd say.
Oh, can I also roll that? Because I'd probably be looking at them.
Yeah, go on ahead.
We got 13.
Okay.
17.
Okay. I think you guys kind of take a minute. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I was saying, that makes sense. The barbarian, has a higher arcana check than the wizard. Yeah, cool. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do have +5 and it's +0. You just rolled.
I rolled so bad.
Very nice. But nonetheless, I think you guys both are kind of like looking at this for a while and kind of examining it, and it's escaping you as to why they are doing this, why they're kind of like walking like this. And I don't think any of you...
The reason they're walking like this.
Maybe or like why they walked up to the edge of this field and then walked away. I will also say that in kind of like examining this, their movement, these footsteps seem to be kind of unstable. Like, they don't walk good.
So, yeah. So it is a floppy, sentient scarecrow, or it could be somebody dressed up as a scarecrow who can't see what they're doing and therefore stepping everywhere.
Again, I don't think any of you have encountered one of these scarecrows. Normal scarecrows, almost certainly, in your travels. But these magical sort of constructed scarecrows seem out of
probably not
your area of knowledge. But if you're assuming, you kind of probably assume that whatever caused these rakes in the ground with these long, spindly claws probably had a similar sort of footprint. Long, spindly claws. So that's what you guys probably give thought to these footprints. Probably whatever caused these claw marks.
Something with long, spindly claws. Huh.
Well, now we have
Where did the trail lead to and end?
You eventually lose track of it, though you're not sure whether you lose track of it or it disappears.
So where does it end?
It's at the edge of the field, right?
Well, it goes to the edge of the field, then it turns back, for a little while. And
Okay.
let me check something real quick. Sorry if this takes a moment.
You're good, you're good.
It ends in the middle of this field. Again, I think you guys probably have to push some of this plant matter aside. I don't think you find anything, but you do
Is
find
any
the
of
end
this
these
like
footprints.
the crops or just normal plant matter?
You do still see some of those branches of these mango trees or mango branches. Not all of them have fruit on them. In fact, I'd say only a handful.
I'm just gonna, with my claws, just start swiping at them to start cutting a path.
Through these overturned branches and stalks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you find the end of these footprints.
My question would be, are there any scarecrows actually stuck in this field? Like, anything to indicate
On an
that
actual post.
there were... Yeah, on an actual post, like Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz hanging up there.
Not currently. You recall that the owner of this farm let you know that, like, as soon as, like, shortly after the first sightings of these scarecrows came up, they took down their own scarecrow. He also would have admitted that the crops did suffer a bit, and they had to kind of keep a regular watch over their crops.
Dang it!
In fact, I
I'm
think-
not a detective. What?
I think you find, like, once or twice, both in this kind of wrecked section of the field and in the intact section of the field, several dead crows with bolts sticking out of them.
With bolts?
Crossbow bolts.
Oh. Huh.
Someone had to go crow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might have to roll another perception check, and I don't know if I'm like this, but do I see anything that would resemble something that these branches came off of? So, I guess in terms of mango tree in the areas around it.
I think you're gonna hate this, but roll me another
Yeah.
perception check.
In that daylight.
In that daylight. Don't remember, you're at
Oh
disadvantage.
no!
It can get worse.
Don't forget, disadvantage.
Wait, I thought I had my hood.
Yeah, but you're also... I think... go ahead and roll it again at disadvantage. I think...
I mean, it's still... It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, great.
I mean, that's better. Looking around, I think with that, looking around, it's, all in all, it's pretty clear. There's a couple of trees closer by to the homestead, and as you kind of look out, there's trees by other homesteads. There's other farms. There's a lot of other farms. God, there's a lot of other farms. So you don't see anything like, oh, hey, 50 feet that way, there's a mango tree.
Yes,
But-
I just see, they're trees.
You
Sure are.
see the trees, but no forest.
Awesome. Oh, Celia, when are you going to get your eyes checked?
Who knows?
Then she could have some normal
Celia with glasses.
glasses.
So cute.
You wouldn't hit a girl with glasses.
Just take him off, smack her with him.
Hit a girl with glasses.
That's a great line.
So we
Not a
have
great line.
tracks. We have tracks, we have mango trees, and we have no scarecrows, and we have some dead crows.
Well, are the tracks that I found underneath the
What do we do?
foliage leading somewhere else, or just going in that same circle?
Yeah, are you searching for the beginning of these tracks? Because you found the end.
Well, yeah, I'm essentially going the opposite way now that I know, like, stop to finish.
Yeah. So make a perception, investigation, or survival check at advantage. Since you already have a decent amount of these tracks. 18. So you follow these tracks back through the field, torn up field, and you actually see the tracks heading down, actually out of the field to the south. Eventually you find a pair of bushes about here, I'd say. And these tracks go back to behind these bushes and disappear.
Okay, I'm just going to silently let them know, I guess. I'm just going to go check out these bushes.
I think
of love.
You
Every
probably
day, all
investigate
day.
this up till there. What are you doing to these bushes?
What am I doing?
That's what she said.
Listen, I thought it.
I thought
You'll follow it.
Sorry.
Somebody had to say it.
So I'm just going to, because I still have the dagger out. Actually, now I have my claws out, so I'm just going to keep going forward.
All right. You make your way to the bushes. To be clear, this is going back to where these tracks started.
Yes.
This seems to be like a pretty decently sized bush, actually. Yeah, I think probably like a little tall. Yeah. No, a little shorter than you. You're pretty tall. And like decently wide, stretches on for like 10 feet, I'd say. But nothing really remarkable.
And the footprints just stop at it, like at its base, or do they go around?
They go around to the back of it, and they look like they kind of walked out from inside the bush. But you look in the bush and don't see any footprints.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to try and move the bush. Is it like on the ground? I'm going to just try and remove the bush.
It's a pretty big bush. Like, you can, like, push, like, some of these branches and these, like, what's the term? Like, sections of bush to, like, look at it, or maybe, like, if you're trying to get into it, you can try.
Essentially trying to pull it apart to see if there are pieces that can be moved, or are they still just very much on the ground?
Alright. I don't think I'm even gonna have you kind of do this for a little while, and nothing.
Alright, that's what I was doing. What about you guys?
I mean, I tried to go look for some trees and it didn't work. It didn't work.
I mean, you can... I mean, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't, like... I don't think I should direct you guys.
I'm
It's an experience. History.
If we can't find it, we'll just go back. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. This is just whatever. It's sidekick anyways. It's fine.
Guys, we couldn't find it. I guess they're dead. Let's go.
It makes me laugh. I don't know why. Like pulling apart different sections of the bush. I mean, like, god damn it.
I think you probably like rip up this bush a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's.
Look, if I
anybody's
can't find
bush,
anything, I
it's
am just going
like
to
a
take
bush growing wild.
my claws and just start dig the bush out. Just rip it apart.
It's a big bush.
It's
Roll a
very
strength
big bush,
check.
and it will take me a very much. Yeah. So what am I rolling? Attack for this?
Oh god.
Are you gonna bring the bush back? Roll an athletics check.
I'm about to start lighting things on fire just to see if I get anyone's attention. Maybe that'll attract the scarecrows.
Oh no. Oh no.
22.
How do you want to do it? How do you want to rip up this bush?
Essentially just walking and just ripping it from top to bottom with my claws. Almost look like I'm trimming it at first, but I just don't stop until I hit the base, and even then I rip up the little shrooms at the bottom. All the way to the roots.
Yeah. I think it's probably a bit of a process. I don't think it's necessarily easy or quick.
Yeah, I'm here for a good while.
Grab this bush by the
bush and just rip it apart.
trunk and just like rip it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like dirt is attached to like the bottom of this bush, but now you have a bush.
Yay!
And I just shake it in my hand.
bush.
Does anything fall out of this bush?
You shake the bush. Dirt. And a little bit of straw.
Good.
There's a little bit of straw. Progress.
You have the bush.
Oh god!
I don't think you can keep it in your inventory, but you can take it places.
I'm gonna take it places. I will take this,
Oh,
put it
D&D.
outside, and just let it know that I am the boss.
Wait, so are you gonna take it back to the tavern?
At the end of this, yeah. This is now mine.
Oh my god. You have apprehended the bush.
Ooh.
You've got to take it back. But with that athletics check, yeah, you can take it back. It's not necessarily fast or easy.
Oh god.
Alright, what do you guys do while I'm messing with
While
this?
you're manhandling the bush,
Laughing
Shaking
my
that
butt
bush
off.
up and down.
oh god.
I think you guys just like see this from a distance, like I mean, what do you guys want to do as well? But like you see this from a distance, like
I'm looking
what
for
is he
Othronus.
doing?
I'm just gonna let him be.
Just assuming that The Lion Sleeps Tonight is playing. We'll just go with that. Ooh.
emo. Sorry.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, what am I
Othronus
doing?
found
Oh,
love
this is
too.
happening.
So we've got the bush thief, the arsonist, and Cordelia.
And Cordelia.
Oh god.
I did find straw here, if that means anything.
You find a plastic
Right.
straw. No, I'm kidding. Straw
No,
is in
think of
hay.
a turtle.
Hay is in horses.
Okay, so the scarecrow was there. Now where's the rest of it? And what's up with the mangoes?
I'm gonna light it on fire.
Are you gonna light it on fire?
I might light it on fire.
When you hear the bone-shattering screech of a living plant.
I mean, you just uprooted it. I wouldn't... If it didn't scream then.
Oh, this thing wasn't alive, but the mango tree that's mysterious and super weird, eerie might be.
Oh, well, we don't know where the mango tree is. I couldn't find it.
Oh my goodness.
But we see its branches.
We see its branches.
You guys are gonna probably laugh for quite a while when you realize something. I shouldn't say it. But
Here's the thing, we're not likely to figure it out in this mindset, but it's going to be fine.
Yep. It's going to be so obvious.
So what do you guys want to do? It's, I think at this point, getting late-ish. When did you guys leave? That's right, you guys left, you stayed the night at your place and then woke up the next morning.
In the morning.
Mm-hmm. So it's actually midday, early afternoon.
Yeah, but I'm still keeping track in my head as best I can when, how long we have before the actual coaches are going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And if it looks like we're going to stay longer, I'm going to go back over there and see if do we want to go back and come back another day, or do we want to just pay them to stay longer, or just tell them to go back and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to go back and ask about mango trees.
Here and just tell them to go back, because Lord knows how long this investigation's going to last.
You're assuming we're going to stay here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just going to head back.
Bye.
But yeah, no, let's, because this is getting interesting. Let's go ask the people who actually know this area about the things we see.
Yeah.
But I am going to walk back there with this bush, ask for some cloth to wrap
That's a good idea. Interviews.
Why do you have a bush?
Witnesses.
Don't ask things like that, Nyla.
Wait.
Phrases.
Did you just call me
know
Nyla?
whose bush this is? Who does that belong to?
Chickabow.
Did you just call me Nyla?
I did. For two reasons. One,
I'm gonna light his bush on fire.
I specifically called you that because I assumed that was her. She'd be the one to ask that question. I didn't know it was you asking the question.
But you called me Nyla.
I thought it was you pretending to be her when she saw us returning with the bush and a bunch of other mangoes.
But why would I pretend to be her?
Mocking what she's likely going to ask.
But I'm curious. Why do you have a bush? Why are you bringing it with you?
Why don't you?
I'm gonna light this bush on fire.
Men's Dollar Shave Club doesn't exist in this world.
Roll an attack roll, see if you can see how well you set this bush on the fire.
I'm gonna set Othronus on fire by mistake.
Right, I'm I'm holding out the bush out a little bit away from myself, and I'm going to sleight of hand something.
Oh.
Sleight of hand something. Do you care to inform me, the DM, what it is?
Yes.
Nah, you'll find it.
I think she gets her attack first, and then probably we can see.
Actually, I'm waiting to do, if the attack hits, then I'll do this. If not, there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would the AC of a bush be? Probably not very high. So I would also maybe add a couple points saying that... What's your dex score, Othronus? Nothing? Alright. What did you roll? Nat 1?
8.
My what's my total score or my modifier?
Either the modifier, yeah.
It's a 1 because I have a 12 in dex.
Okay, yeah. She rolled an 8, so you miss. Let me roll for something.
Oh, what else do I let him fire? She'll be happy as long as something lights on fire.
What are you sleight of handing?
Orthronus is with the one free hand immediately took a small swig of his flask and was about to counter if the bush caught on fire with a giant burst of alcohol into the flame towards Syria.
Just reverse Uno there. Perfect. That would have been amazing.
No, you. Well, you did miss the bush, but based off of where you guys would currently be standing, I believe, it does kind of zoom below the bush, past Othronus, into the foliage,
Ew.
which quickly begins to alight. This is currently in the busted section, but
Also, that's fine. I'm helping them clear away their rubbish. It's fine.
Yeah. You definitely see that it would be, like, left unchecked. This would definitely get to the rest of the field.
Just gonna hand you my flask.
Thanks. And she's gonna take a sip.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna go and beat this fire with the bush.
Are you doing that?
Funny
I'm going to
visual.
beat this fire with my bush.
Phrasing is wonderful. I guess. What do you roll to put out a fire with a bush?
It could be athletics because I'm just smacking this fire until it goes out.
Yeah, I think athletics would probably be it. Yeah, I think that's probably, given what you're physically doing, I
I'm
think that
gonna
would probably
raid
be...
just to make sure this goes out. Hopefully I don't roll 2 1s.
Ah.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. It takes a minute, and it does spread enough that it gets close to the good crops by like a couple of meters or feet, yards, whatever. Whatever. But yes, you're able to put it out with your bush. The bush only very slightly singed.
All right, afterward, I'm going to just stomp out any embers I might see just to double check.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Yes, it is.
All right, then I'm going to walk back to, Celia, and just take my flask and keep going, I guess.
He takes it back from Celia.
Wow.
Mid-step. Wait a minute.
Yoinks it out of your hand.
Eh. Rude.
I was beating that bush for like a while. How did you not take a sip already?
I did. This was another.
And you didn't see me coming? You could have done it faster?
I did. You have longer legs than I anticipated. It's just... I thought, with how big your bush is, thought it would take you longer.
Just looks at the singed bush. Yeah, alright, that's fair. Let's go ask the guys about the mangoes. Guys, can we write down this specific conversation and just give it to
Yes.
when she comes back?
I will transcribe this entire conversation.
Yes.
No actions, just all the dialogue.
Perfect.
This is proven to be a fun session. Not their one for sure. But yeah, you guys make your way back to the homestead with the rotund man you met earlier, kind of greeting you at the doorway. Flynn kind of perks up and says, "Why was the field on fire?"
It was a burning bush.
Wasn't on
Why
It's
does
fire.
out now.
Please,
So
Can
why
I
are there
help?
mango branches just strewn about this place where I don't see a tree?
Yeah, do you know anyone that grows mangoes?
mango branches. That's
Like aggressively and out of place.
that. Was that? there aren't many orchards up in the Waterdeep area. I don't know who would make mangoes offhand, but if you're looking for an orchard, it would be almost certainly Snow Beetle Orchard. It's down south a bit. They specialize in all kinds of fruits, particularly exotic ones. You can see if they have what you're looking for. I don't know if that's where those come from. I'm kind of pointing at the branch that you're holding, but fruit isn't my area of expertise.
That's understandable, but, thank you for the tip. Apparently we need to follow these mango plants to their place of origin.
Was there a
All
trail?
Was there a trail? Because it looked more random to me. I don't know if maybe there was a trail we just didn't notice.
I couldn't see anything out there. I'm not too sure. I was too bright.
I mean, I followed a trail, led me to the bush. Bush was a dead end. I took the bush. Actually, I'm going to go talk to the coaches at park to see how much time do we have before they're deciding to leave.
Yeah, you look, the cart that was overturned and had a broken axle is now missing. You presume it was fixed due to the fact that there are several tools kind of near the carts at this point. Looks like these coach drivers are packing these tools up. Hey boss, you need something? You need to go somewhere?
We found a new lead. We might be a little bit longer, so just another goal to just sit tight, easy money, talk to the guys, and have a mango. And just toss the 2 mangoes.
Oh, this is a beauty. Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's colorful fruit.
Look familiar?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, do these sell these in town?
I mean, they do, but when I was a kid, my pops would take me to the orchard down south of here. It's a pretty nice spot in the right seasons.
How far from here?
It's if you plan on going there and might want to ride, it's a good ways away. Like,
do you guys want to go there, just not follow the trail we have here and just go to there? Just on guess?
I'm down.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's go.
Why not?
Point out there's no trail. Yeah. Alright, so are you taking Nyla with you?
We're asking her if she can choose to stay, choose to go. We'll let that be Nyla's choice. But either way, we're going.
I'll roll. D4 odd she goes with you guys. Even she stays.
4.
I mean, I was going to roll, but I got the same thing. Fittingly enough. So, yeah, she'll stay here.
Alright, in case we leave and we're completely wrong and the Scarecrow shows up, you stay here and purify it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect
I'm
idea.
great at purifying things. She says as she grips her sword.
I thought she was using an axe.
She will smite it with light.
I'll... Anyway.
Right, let's get going.
Yeah, shortly after you guys ride off, do you leave one of the carriages here? Or all cram into one? Or do you...
I'm taking one. You guys can take the other if you want.
She's gonna look at Othronus and his bush, and then Cordelia, and then just. Fine, I'll go with Cordelia.
So it can be you, me, and the bush, or you and Cordelia.
I think you and the bush need some Minota.
Are you taking the bush with you?
I don't want to come in between you and your bush.
I mean, I'm not, but look, if it bothers you that much, I can ask Nyla to guard the bush.
I mean, I don't want to separate you two. You look pretty close.
You want me to
as long as I
guard
come
a
back
bush?
here and get it.
I mean, you wouldn't leave without me. You wouldn't leave me out here without a cart, right?
Never.
No, never.
Not today.
Not. I'm sure
never,
it'll be
never,
fine. You guys would never leave me here. Not in a place like this.
I'll put it to you this way. I will be coming back for this. As long as you are within this proximity, you will be here when I come back.
Yeah, I think his priority is definitely the bush. His bush. Yes.
Oh, that's...
So I'm just going to lay the bush down next to Nyla and say, like,
you
be within
you
this
jokester.
radius. I will
see
be
you
back
later.
for you, of course.
I'll see you later, you jokester. Prioritizing the bush over me.
Ridiculous, I know. Just going to take another swig and climb into the cart.
How is my Nyla performance?
It's really
Pretty good, pretty good.
I like it.
It's very, very good.
Yep. I think I've got her down at this point.
Okay, who's
Amazing.
going with who?
Seeing that the bush is no longer an issue, Celia will probably try to go with Othronus.
You guys can all
Makes
fit
sense.
in one, I will also point out.
But will we?
But
I mean,
do we know that?
you know what? Cordelia can suggest that they leave one. She's like, I'll just sit on your laps. I don't weigh hardly nothing.
I bruise really easily, so
Well, just because you don't weigh nothing doesn't mean it's not going to be an inconvenience for these folks.
Right.
Besides, having one all to yourself, you won't believe the kind of stretch room, the great nap. You can crawl all around, get a great view of the scenery as we go down to this really new and interesting place in the south.
Right,
And while
right.
he's saying that, he's strapping himself
just-
in and just shushing Nyla to essentially just get in quickly and we can take off.
Nyla?
I mean, but then I feel bad not leaving one for Nyla. And
We're
then-
going to be back. We're not going to leave her. We never leave her.
would like
Never
to
leave her.
have
Go,
a
go,
means
go.
of escape from this place. Please, no.
Right. Right. We'll come back for you, Nyla. And she'll just hop up in despair. Coach.
Oh, please. There's so much dirt here.
Dirt is good
Okay, we'll be
for
back.
you.
We'll come back, I promise.
Bye.
If dirt is good for me, I don't want to be good. So anyway,
Yes,
that's the beginning of Nyla's evil arc.
evil arc. Ooh, dun dun.
I don't. If dirt is good for you, I don't want to be good.
All right, I'm going to lean back, and try to have the nap I couldn't have the first time.
Yeah.
We'll be off for
So-
you if you want some more booze.
She will probably accept, but she'll also, before you take a nap, she will ask. Before I forget, can I borrow your room tonight?
Ooh.
Sure. But
Awesome, thank you.
hear me out. What if we're not there tonight? You still want it?
I may need it for more than tonight. It's gonna depend on a couple things, but
Well, just let me know.
You can sleep in my room.
oh no. I hear her. She's not even here. How is this possible?
And
I
just-
imagine
Could be
her.
It's I'm assuming these guys are not going to be that far apart after they get going.
No, yeah, they're pretty close together all in all.
We left they'll eventually match speed.
Not side by side, but I think like maybe Cordelia's is like just in front of yours, and she can like peek around and like.
I'm assuming she's like
you.
standing up on the seat, enjoying like the nice ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it's like a
Living it up in
back.
her
Yeah.
covered wagon dreams.
No.
Those are nice, like just this chariot race that's not really a race, it's just a nice little drive.
So you guys are out on a job here, eh?
Yes, sir. I don't know which one he's
I have
talking
no idea
to.
which.
I have no idea.
I think you guys are close enough that this is the one that is in Celia and Othronus. Celia and Othronus' driver. Pretty, all in all, pretty big man. Dick Gumshoe. It's just Dick Gumshoe.
Hate you.
But yeah, no, I'll let you know. No problem with the room, just let me know. So I don't like lock you out by accident. And then he just caps down and goes to a quick little nap.
Oh, okay, you're gonna sleep.
Yeah, Celia also kind of ignores them. She assumes that Cordelia will be talking for them.
Just point to Cordelia and just wait for it. She'll answer the question even if it's not in this cart.
Yep.
Have a chatty driver. No.
Mhm.
The ride goes...
I mean, Cordelia, like, imagine if we all had Uber service, like Uber-esque services. Like,
Yeah.
Like, Cordelia's would just be rickety covered wagons, and she would talk the whole time and get 0 stars.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it's basically it's like a taxi. There's like this would be a taxi. The personal carriages that you can buy or like rent would be the like renting a car or getting a limo if it's a really nice one, or like a nicer Uber, and then like the drays are just full on buses. I think this bus driver, hey guys, someday my dream is to be the Hokage of the drays. I wanna be a dray driver. I don't know why I said Hokage.
That is a fine dream. Could do it too.
Really think so? You really
Yes,
think
I
so?
do.
You are just
That's
changing
very
lines
kind of you.
today.
Mhm.
That is very kind of you. I may have failed the test like twice now, but you know what they say, third time's the charm.
Exactly. If you work hard at it, well, by golly, you could do it.
Yeah. And the city will love to have me as a dray driver instead of one of these
Perhaps.
yeah. Whatchamacallit. There's a reason I failed the test. So
Well, and I'm just
no, if you have something you want to say, by all means.
go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna narrate the drive.
Cool.
Yeah, this journey, it's not a particularly long one. It's only about what would it be, a half hour? Yeah, a half hour. You pass by a variety of different farms. You notice several patches of foliage. Several just kind of random bushes sprung up, like you saw Othronus. Like your bush, but not the same. They could never be the same as your bush, because they're still in the ground.
My bush is singed, thank you very much.
And singed, yes.
You're welcome.
Can I say it's
a
basically just
character.
Good work, would have been hilarious.
up close photosynthesis.
Exactly.
Yeah, you pass by, you notice quite a few farms. There's a lot of farms, most of which specialize in the agriculture aspect, but some of which you do notice farm animals, such as pigs and cows and other farm animals that are lacking in my mind for whatever reason. Chickens,
Cows.
there we go. I already said cows. Horses, you don't see a ton of horses, though let's see, where would the horses be? Because I know they do exist around here. You don't see any horses as you guys, you do see horses, but you don't see anybody breeding horses at this part of Undercliff. You continue along until you get to around this pretty large orchard. Almost certainly from everything that you've seen, the largest farm in Undercliff, in the region. Almost a portion of a ward of the city unto itself. It is Snow Beetle's orchard and meadery. You pull up to the orchard. There is this long road that takes you up to these kind of selection of buildings with this kind of roundabout that these drivers stop you off in front of. There are a selection of people of various sizes and races and kinds, mostly human, as per, most of the Sword Coast. But you arrive, you see a visitors building and a selection of other buildings, and these orchards around you. What would you like to do?
Do we see any trees that resemble the tree that was in the field?
You see a lot of trees. Roll an investigation check.
Come on, mangoes.
I will say the DC will be currently pretty high, considering that you're just you're also like a pretty good distance away from any of like the actual orchard trees. Like there's some trees around for shade, which isn't exactly needed at the moment. But you see these trees kind of batched into 3 separate groups.
Oh, wrong person.
18.
It's not the correct character.
Yeah, sorry.
But I think the investigation check, or the investigation bonus, is probably pretty similar, all in all.
Technically, no, it should be a 0 to that.
So 13 and an 18.
Yeah. Let's see. It's been a while since I've DM'd. Sorry, guys.
Okay. This is what
You're doing fine.
You guys kind of get out and kind of reconvene, and you are looking around. It is, I'll say, dim enough. I think like rules is written, like, dim light is actually got to be pretty dark, and not just like, cloudy day, but, that's not how people actually tend to rule it most of the time. I'll say that you're, not incredibly impeded at the very least. You're kind of squinting around, you're kind of looking, you kind of see, 3 different batches. The 2 on either side of you, the north one and the north batch and the south batch, both seem more standard trees, like the ones that you would find on, I don't know, like most of the forests that you have briefly encountered, because, I don't think you've had tons of time in forests, despite being an elf. but you have you don't see anything like particularly odd about them, and I think from what you were able to put together last time we played, again, month and a half, is I believe you recognized that these are unusual fruits that are not, normally grown on the typical trees that you see. You do see, however, that this third patch, this longer, thinner patch over here, has more varied forms of trees. Ones with thinner, more papery trunks, ones with just kind of a variety of different shapes that you might assume to be more varied and more exotic. You do not see the, specific type of tree or recognize, hey, that's a mango tree, that's where the mango trees are. Or, hey, that mango tree is a broken branch or something like that. But you are pretty certain that it would probably be that direction. I'm sorry, I'm rambling a lot.
No, I get it.
Are there any critters about?
Roll a perception check or investigation check.
Do perception. Oh no. What is that? That's a 3, never mind.
Oof.
It's just too bright.
I've lived on a farm all my life. I should be able to notice if a rock is a cow or a cow is a rock.
It's all the trees that are getting in your
I'll
way.
say even with the 3, that you can tell that it's not like they're raising livestock on this farm.
Okay.
They're not like, hey, we're doing this orchard and meadery, and also we've got pigs over here.
So this is one of them special farms.
I think so. It looks pretty special. I'm gonna head over to
No,
the long patch of trees.
I actually meant to, not meant to, but I am going to ask, what did you guys, since it's been so long, I think we're all, memories a little fuzzy on what exactly happens. Do you guys know if you brought the branches of the broken tree with you, or want to say that you did? Would think that you would have?
I think one of us did. I had my actual bush, but one of you guys, I think, actually was realizing how weird that was, and I think took one.
I think
I
you
wanna say that
guys.
was Cordelia.
I think, Siler, you left your bush at the other farm, along with Nyla.
Yeah, I think
I
Nyla's
left-
guarding your bush right now.
Yeah, I left her to guard that with the carts. I don't know if she was going to join us or not, so that's where I assumed it'd be safe.
Well, you guys took the carts with you. You guys took both of the carts, I believe.
We left Nyla in the bush at the farm still.
Well,
Okay.
abandoned, and she had, I think, an adverse reaction to being in a place with mud with no escape. Sorry.
This is a trial.
Hmm.
We don't remember Jack.
Any scarecrows in this area? Because I think Cordelia probably had the branch, if I remember. I don't remember. It's been so long.
I think
Can't
she
remember, honestly.
did.
All right.
I mean, we'll just say I have a branch with me.
Yeah, I think
It's got a cool
somebody
stick.
took a branch from one of the broken branches, and I think it was Cordelia. We can just say that for the
Look,
time being, at
Grandpa,
least.
I got a cool stick.
I got a stick.
That's great, sweetheart.
You were saying you wanted to look for scarecrows?
Yes, please.
Roll a perception check.
I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to do this, but I'm going to try and give him his accent back. I just don't remember what it was.
It was kind of Irish, Scottish,
Yeah.
Russian. Scotch Russian.
Ah,
Yes, I think I know that brand. Scotch Russian. It's some great drink.
delicious. I rolled
Wonderful.
a 9 on my perception.
Definitely gonna fuck you up. Just like this.
Yes, please.
Very, very on par with Celia's perceptions.
Yeah, that's pretty typical perception for Celia.
Oh, Celia.
You don't even need the disadvantage.
Should I roll with disadvantage?
So
See if I
much
get lower.
Go on ahead if you really want to. See if you can get any lower. Or if the universe is just going to tease you by making it higher.
I mean, it's not that much better, so it's just whatever. It's just whatever. They're pretty similar.
I'll say with that, you kind of look around, and again, there's a lot of trees, and I mean, you roll disadvantage on your own. I'm not making you roll disadvantage at the moment.
I mean, it was already going to be a 9. It was just for funsies to see at that point.
Yeah. But I think even with it, the way that the trees kind of silhouette the horizon, it's kind of hard to make out if there's any scarecrows.
I see.
You do look up and you see some birds overhead. So, you're just kind of looking up. It's like, well, I mean, if there are scarecrows
Should
here,
I
they're not doing their
follow
job.
them birds? See if they'll lead me
They're
to
circling.
the scarecrow? Ah. What are they
They're
circling? Ooh.
You!
What died? Ah. Another mystery.
Mysteries upon mysteries. How long do you guys think that you're standing here looking around? A couple seconds, minute or two?
Yeah.
I'd say a minute.
Hours?
Wandering, because eventually I'm going to just start walking forward drunkenly.
Were you drinking?
He sure was.
Gosh.
Yeah, we began this thing.
Yep. I don't think he
Right.
stopped drinking the entire time. Other than to hold his bush.
Right. Because he was taking the sips from his flask and
Yep,
he was holding one in. Yeah. He's already taking sips. You guys, all kind of, as you're kind of wandering off, I think you guys mentioned that you were kind of wandering off towards this third patch.
Yeah.
Kind of hear this voice from beside you go,
Howdy, stranger.
Ignore.
Ignore.
You say ignore.
Under my breath, I do just ignore.
Ignore.
I just go to Cordelia and say, like, remember, you gotta not breathe in the same time you drink.
Like, wherever this voice came from, she'll just march right up to it, hand extended, one arm, like, holding her rifle on her shoulder.
Where do you think you're going? You all see, and let me get it all ready. Where's the channel? There's the channel. Man, it's been a while. Good times, good times.
Yes.
You see a halfling woman.
Adorable.
On the general, you can tell elderly side, but not like too elderly. Like it's not like she's using walker or cane or anything like that. She's aged well. You kind of hear, and where do you think that you're going? I like this one though. She's got manners.
Well, hi there, Miss,
Blossom.
Missy. Pardon?
Blossom. Snow Beetle.
Blossom Snow Beetle. Well, how do you do, Miss Blossom? Well, me and my companions here, we've been hired here to investigate some scarecrow happenings that have been happening, and we found this stick. It just holds up a stick, and we thought maybe we'd check around your orchard if you're all right with that.
As you're kind of saying all this, she looks kind of annoyed, and then she kind of looks off to the west, the direction of the city, and kind of pauses for a moment, and then kind of like looks dumbfounded at first as you hold up this stick, and then she kind of like looks intently at it. Well, where did you find this?
Well, the other farm.
What other farm? No other farm has anything like this.
That was what was the other farm called?
I point in the general direction and say, it's less that it was in the farm and more just spread out in the fields over that way. And I'm going to roll a d4 to see if I'm actually pointing in the right direction.
You just pointed towards my own fields.
Yeah, that farm.
I mean, really, like, any
That is
direction you point.
exactly where I pointed.
It starts with a B, right?
I mean, do you guys want to check the NPC's channel?
Walking towards the trees.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm just
Over there.
stumbling forward in the opposite direction, like, that is where it was.
Tell your friends to stop, or we'll make them stop. She kind of looks at you, Cordelia.
Folks, you want to quit that right now? We do be trespassing. We haven't been invited yet. Miss Celia, Mr. Othronus, let's not go
Celia,
traipsing
stop.
through somebody's land first. We gotta be cordial.
Nope.
man.
Nope, Celia's still walking.
Orthon is actually going to stop and say, all right, long story short, we're being sent to the city to investigate something. That something is why we're here. And that's it. And he turns around and keeps going.
Yeah,
Let's see. Give me a second,
yeah, right.
real quick.
Well, while they investigate, Miss Blossom.
Yes.
This would have been such a nice person if it wasn't today.
Oh, well, yeah, they're just keeping on going, and, well, have you seen anything strange happening lately with, scarecrows coming to life? Maybe, have you had any trouble with crops getting torn up?
We'll get to that in a moment. As you're kind of saying this, and as they are continuing to walk off, you hear this whistle as she kind of puts her fingers together in her mouth and just lets out this big whistle.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a couple of, like, just two, at least from what you can see currently, of white guys, like big guys, just kind of come, like, not body block, but like, just kind of like, look, it's like, they're kind of standing between you and your destination. Like,
Mm-hmm.
gotta talk with the missus.
They're blocking everyone.
Oh, they're standing in front of you and Othronus.
Oh, friends, don't be stubborn. We gotta appease the missus.
Listen, if you're here from this city, I understand. I have heard of other farms in the area being tormented, and my heart goes out to them, but I have a business to run, and if you're gonna do this, you gotta do it right, and you can't be getting in the way of our business here.
But we're not getting in the way of your business. It's not like we're stopping
Intruding into
anyone
private
from-
property begs otherwise.
But we're not stopping anyone from doing business with you. We're not damaging any of your property. We're just investing. Wait, do you have anything to hide?
No.
Well, then
And
what's
yes,
the
I
issue?
understand the irony of saying no. Just... what assurances do I have that you're from the city?
Pins.
Your
Oh,
stick
who's got the pins?
Also his bush.
pins?
Yeah, we got pins. We were sent by.
Not
What's his name?
Not for this thing.
I'm
No,
pretty sure he
I mean-
looked like a giant orange cat that likes lasagna. What was his name? Gerald? No.
No, that is not right.
Different things we're getting wrong right there.
You, which I will actually remind you, since it was the other day. I mean, maybe if you guys want to roll history checks, if you think that you, like, I'll tell you guys, but if you want to, like, roll if your, like, characters would remember this. But it was the other day. You were not sent by the city proper. You were sent by the Harpers, a spy network.
Yeah,
We're
people who
supposed-
don't want the attention we're gonna give them. I've been bullshitting the city.
Yeah.
11.
For your history check,
Yeah.
that's up to you, man. I mean, I also say generally that that's probably pretty good all in all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That, on the other hand,
I forgot who sent us. All I know is that we're here to fight some kids.
man, your characters are just I mean, it has been a month. No, you're all good, guys. You're all good. Good. It's good.
Job was obviously not meant to go well. We were not equipped for this mentally or otherwise.
Nope. Oh god,
It's supposed to be a
amazing.
very hard one.
This is supposed to be one of the easy jobs, guys.
I mean, if we did this right and like a few things we could have done differently, I bet it would have been.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would have
We'll
been.
talk. Maybe we find something interesting about info, or maybe it was just like, oh, it's just some kids pulling a Scooby-Doo prank.
Mhm.
But also, a lot of time has passed between starting this adventure and
Yeah, now.
getting through it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Honestly, I'd love it if that's exactly what this was. Just a bunch of those kids dressing up in a scarecrow and
I
trying to
could
play tag
definitely see
each
that
other.
being it. That's why I'm saying Celia's gonna kill some kids.
Mhm.
Threat eliminated.
You're gonna kill the kids for doing
Threat
that. You're doing a
eliminated.
Scooby-Doo prank. Never again.
I bet they'll never pull that again. Because they can't. Because they're dead.
Okay, so what assurances do you have that you're not just coming in here and gonna tear things apart in your investigation?
What assurances do you need?
Listen, we've got a business here that we're running.
What is that bit? Actually, I was going to ask because no, I don't think we asked.
Blossom Snow Beetle looks at Snow Beetle Orchard and Meadery.
What does it mean?
Do you really need me to answer that?
That's more
Yes.
from my curiosity because I actually don't know what that means.
We grow fruit. We sell fruit. We let people come by every harvest season and pluck their own fruit for a modest fee.
Do you by chance
Yeah.
sell mangoes here?
Yes. But why do you ask?
There's, I don't.
Right,
how-
right, the branch.
Yeah, because that, and I point to where the guys are like, that's that way? No, the other way. Which way is the
No,
way
this
out
way,
of here?
This way.
That way.
Celia will kind of point towards the guy.
I'm just saying this way.
This
And
way.
I'm still very drunk, obviously so. There were a bunch of branches with those that way that I don't think was your farm, but they were there and they were delicious. But they were. Is your trees just getting that big?
Oh yeah, he almost died when he ate one. What kind of fruit
What
are you selling here?
Are they poisoned? You still have some of them?
I was actually just tired. Now that I think about it, it was really good though.
Let's say we don't want to disrupt business. If you want to buy a pass to go through the orchard, that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
Do you have like a tour thing? You just let one of your guys can just show us around like a normal tour.
I'll show you around if that means that we don't cause any unnecessary trouble.
Okay, how much?
Say with you are under investigation. I understand that, chaos has been brewing in Undercliff, and
I mean, it's nothing serious. Some weird things people have been seeing. A scarecrow just runs around and messes up. This maybe it's a prank. We don't know.
I don't know. They haven't come by here that I know of, but it's a big farm.
No, we're here because of the weird trees and like the fact that there were mangoes on it. So I'm wondering if maybe you knew something, because they were only ever seen more or less over that way, and this is just the only thing we saw that was weird over there.
This farm's been around since long. She kind of gives a nod to these burly men that have kind of been standing with you guys, and begins walking. Before I start, honest fee, 2 gold. No, 2 gold. Sorry, that was me slipping up. 2 silver per person.
Okay, I'll just toss those.
All right. Are you paying for everybody or just for yourself?
Everybody. That'd be 6 total.
Yeah. All right. Make this as smooth as possible. She begins walking northeast, as you can see by this wonderful dot. This farm's been around longer than I have. Was born into the Snowfield family, and well, you've seen it grow just like the trees, and eventually this operation became too large for just one family to operate, so we began bringing in outside help, and we've been blessed. This operation has made the Snowbeetle family the richest halfling family in Waterdeep. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh, he's saying, wow.
Wait, when
Thank
did
you.
this operation start?
Longer than I've been alive. Not by much. My father started it. I actually don't have a date in my mind right now.
And any changes to this operation recently?
No. Nothing out of an ordinary.
Has anybody been threatening you to take your farm if you don't pay up?
No. I mean,
I'd hate to. Oh, well,
again,
that's good.
we're not exactly the black... I mean, I'm sure somebody could, with enough effort, they can find something dark in our family history. But, that's any family history, You look far enough back.
And he just has that head thing.
I'm gonna be honest with I don't want to spoil anything, but, each of your
He knows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
lineages, I know more than you guys, I guess. But,
You do, and
there's-
that's the best part. Beauty of our ignorance.
But no, nothing that would be out of the ordinary. It was my idea with our 3rd patch that we began growing, that was several decades ago at this point, to bring in more exotic fruits, and, business has been well because of that, but I don't see why mangoes would be connected to, scarecrows.
Have there been any kids running around this field recently?
Nothing out of the ordinary. We've got kids that come through here all the time with their parents.
So yes, got it. Thank you.
Yes, there have been kids running around, but nothing like... if you're asking if I've seen them, tear off a bunch of branches. No, that is very much against our code of conduct, and no.
Have you seen anyone tear off a couple branches?
Like I mentioned, I guess I haven't been, around as much. I've been more busy with running the business. But hey, Frankie! She goes back at the one of the big buff guys that is now tending to some of the trees. You seen anybody break off any mango branches? From a distance away, you see him shrug.
Thanks, Frankie.
How many mango trees do you have?
Just a couple dozen, 24. It's a small portion. With this expansion, with that expansion, it was decades ago. We wanted to get in a lot of different fruits, attract a lot of different people that might be interested in things. So it's not a particularly large assortment of mango trees. It's actually happens to be the furthest north batch of trees that we have. Come to think of it.
Would you say it's a blind spot in observing people? Like say, if somebody wanted to sneak onto the property and do some shenanigans, would that be the place that you'd be least likely to see from, like, the big house?
I guess we'd need to up security if somebody's
Well,
broken in.
I do declare, I feel mighty clever.
I mean, if there are holes in our security that are being exploited, I might not be, opposed if you guys wanted to spend some time and point them out to us.
Sadly.
But
Absolutely,
Huh?
that'll be 5 silver.
listen, I think I'm the one who gets to offer the gold. Or offer the
Offer
money.
the gold by all means.
one
If you're
gold
offering gold
piece.
down, that's more than 5 silver. I'll take it. Deal.
We'll see about what happens first. She continues walking with you guys up here. As you guys are coming upon this mango tree grove, I'd like everybody to roll investigation checks. Awesome, bam. All right.
Nope, wrong one.
Okay. 6.
That's 2.
Hot damn.
Ah.
You guys are.
I pass out at one of the trees just out of sight.
Oh god. Othronus is down. Alright. Know what, this may be for the better.
Yeah, Othronus, the shade from the trees and the cloud cover and your eye patch is making it really hard to see things at this point.
I find this one really nice tree and I just slump over. Just
Yeah.
one last sip before good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Alright. Someone tries to kill us.
Don't wake me up.
We're on our own. Got it.
You guys actually kind of come across this scene. Okay. Accidentally grabbed the side of this and not actually moving it.
Wait, did I pass?
No, with a 21, yeah, you pass.
Okay, good.
You did roll a 21, am I correct?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yes. I'll also say that there's like a floor for what you can see as well. It's not like you walk in and you're immediately, okay, I'm blind. I literally cannot see anything. Oh, you're telling me this fiery hellscape doesn't look like your average city streets?
Ah, interesting. So we're at that part of the campaign already. Got it.
No, that's later. Yeah, you walk into this grove and you actually see Not too much, but you notice there's some branches kind of rushing through here that appear to be broken. And as kind of Blossom's walking, what the heck? That's not... Oh,
Watch out.
damn it. Somebody broke in here. But why? What do they... Who gains what from breaking a couple branches? This isn't even enough to throw off the supply for the year.
They could make a snowman. They ain't making
Oh, no, but
they're
they
making
can't-
snowmen.
They got an odd number of branches. They
It's
didn't...
because Cordelia has the missing one. That's what makes it even.
Oh no, odd number of branches that are broken. So they just break an extra one for... Yeah, you know what? They probably broke an extra one to make a fun little ding-dong. I want a snowman.
I mean, it's only
No.
the right thing to do.
No, I don't think that's it. What can y'all make of it? You're coming here investigating.
What can I do to search around to see if there's any tracks or anything?
Yeah, continuing on with your investigation check. You kind of search around. You see, it. From what you can tell, it's been a couple days. In fact, with the 21, I think your general estimate might be like 1 to 2 days, directly, like a couple of days. You kind of walk around this area, I assume. You notice, indeed, those clawed, long-fingered footprints that you saw before in the field. And you kind of, looking at these branches, you kind of notice that they're in a patch of trees that were clumped together. And they actually kind of looks like they're all like facing inwards towards a similar path. Like somebody, your guess at the moment is that somebody rushed through this area and broke the branches on the way.
Do they lead like outside of the orchard?
Can I get an intelligence check just real quick?
Yeah. Celia's smart. I believe in her.
I believe.
13.
It wasn't a particularly high one. That's all good.
It's not terribly bad.
It's so not like you're trying to do like a whole bunch of calculus. It's just kind of telling a general direction.
True. Oh, so right back to where we were. Got it.
Do you point this out to everybody, or are you just kind of?
I think she
looking?
literally says that out loud, but I don't know if anyone knows what she's talking about.
I mean, I'm past that outside as a woodpecker going at my head.
What is this strange fruit? Knock, knock,
Strange fruit. It has horns and an eye patch.
I mean, this is the exotic fruit section. But other than that, Celia's just gonna follow that path and start walking back and not really say anything else.
Yeah.
The leader.
Cordelia, are you following, or are you staying?
Yeah,
behind
why
with
not? Gonna follow behind my best friend. He
Okay.
totally isn't gonna rob me blind at some point.
No,
I think
never.
Blossom Snowy will stay with you, Othronus. It's like, come on. Okay, you're just gonna nap. All right. That doesn't sound too bad right now, but I've got work to do. Talking under her breath. You guys kind of follow kind of the direction of this these kind of branches. Are you guys following it kind of pretty far, or are you guys just following it a short amount?
I'm going all the way.
All the way? Like, you're just walking back? Gonna leave your carts behind?
I didn't pay for them. Othronus will get them back to us. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you find along the way? I think a good distance out, you actually see another one of these branches. With, again, another couple pieces of mangoes. Another couple let's just say one mango on it. If you continue, you see a kind of one of these definitive claw prints in a thin layer of mud from another night, it seems. And you see it after you get to about here, I'll say. You see another, let's see, this kind of stone outcropping, this small stone outcropping, and a, let's see, patch of moss kind of on it as well. And you see one of these footprints look like it's directly in front of this moss. And, then you can't see anything anymore.
I'm gonna examine the moss.
Roll a nature check on the moss. You look this moss up and around. You get real close and kind of like examine the texture of it. You feel it. You smell it. You maybe taste it. This is definitely moss.
Absolutely. That's a lot of moss.
It is a considerable amount of moss. Like, it's covering like the entire face of this boulder.
I feel like we may need Orthronus for this. Because I feel like, and this is just me, I think we may need to move this boulder. But
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna look down at her little thin arms and just go, I don't think I'm the right person for this.
Hold on. Stand back. Just Cordelia
Go
just
for it.
spit in both of her palms.
She's gonna take a step
just-
back.
And she's like, all right. And she's just sort of like pawing the earth with her shoes. Like, all right, let's see if I can do this. And
This outcropping of rock, which I'll mention is an outcropping and not just like a boulder. Like, it's stuck in there.
need I say more? This is Cordelia we're talking about.
There's part of me that wants to find a gift that yells Leroy Jenkins at this.
Yeah.
Yes, do it. So,
Roll a strength check.
yeah. Watch, this will be my highest roll of the night. And I was correct. Let's see. What is... That is a 17.
17 total?
Yep.
Alright, how do you approach trying to move this outcropping?
Like I said, she spits in
Running.
both of her palms, gets a running start, and just slams into it.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, fair.
You slam into it, and you, like, it kind of like the moss on it, or like, not some of the moss, like, no, I guess it would be the moss, kind of shakes a little.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not moving. You're like digging your feet in, and you're like the ground, like the dirt underneath you is kind of like caving in, and like you're offsetting the dirt, but it's not moving. This thing's
Darn.
bigger than you, Celia, Othronus, Nyla combined.
Yeah. So I think we might need Othronus, because I think we definitely have to move this rock. But I think we're gonna need Othronus. She says Celia Cordelia just bounced off this rock.
As you're contemplating this, can I get you to roll an Arcana check?
Ooh.
This entire thing's just an illusion.
The rock was never real, Neo.
18.
Oh,
I'm good at
nice.
Arcana. I should be.
You're a pretty good wizard. I don't know if you're, intense into the studious side. But, you remember hearing about various types of spells kind of during your training. And I think in other times of your life probably as well. You very faintly remember hearing about the idea of spells that could transport creatures from one plant to another.
Oh. Okay.
It just feels familiar at this point.
Would I know how that spell works, or?
If you're asking, if you know how to cast it, absolutely not. That's not even on the wizard list.
Yeah, I know it's not.
If you're asking, if you understand, you need, 2 entry points?
Yeah.
Or, you need an entry point and
an
an
exit
exit
mechanics
point? Yes.
behind it, yeah.
Yeah.
How far
I think
away
you would
can
know
this,
that's,
exit point be?
I don't think you're entirely familiar offhand, but
Fair.
your guess would be a mile, couple miles.
Oh, good lord, it could be anywhere. So, magic. Definitely some magic. Cordelia, you should try to move that rock again.
Like little bee birds circling her head. Alright, where do you want me to hit it? Where do you want me to aim?
She's just gonna punch it. I'll knock this rock into next week.
Yes, sir. The sheer force of will.
In next Thursday.
That's right.
Oh,
And
God.
Sunday. And Saturday.
And Monday. Nobody likes Mondays, but I like Mondays. I don't think that man that gave us the job likes Mondays. Seems more like a Friday sort of person.
Cordelia, if you try to run through the moss, let me see what happens.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that then?
Yeah, I'll do it. Just to be dumb. Okay.
I'm gonna Harry Potter this. Let's go.
Right. That's an 11. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'll take another bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you do not take a point of bludgeoning damage as you are softened by the moss. Your blow is softened by the moss.
It wasn't strong enough to do damage to yourself. Good job.
Alright, well, I don't know if that's doing anything. Miss Celia? I mean...
keep trying. Definitely think you'll get it eventually. I'm gonna go back and find Othronus real quick.
Alright. I'll guard the moss.
Yeah, Yeah, just,
Darn mouth.
keep trying to, move this or get through it, or, I have faith in you. I believe in you.
Just hear a rifle shot in the distance.
So, Celia, you're heading back to
I'm
go and
heading
chat
back
with
to
Othronus.
go
And...
get
Damn
Othronus.
it!
All right.
Because I think some magic is afoot, and we may need to investigate this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Cordelia, what are you doing as Celia's just walking off?
Shooting at the rock.
Shooting the rock.
Are you
Need I
just-
say more?
You're just running at the rock head first again?
No, shooting the rock.
Oh, shooting the rock.
So ricochet is a thing. If you're not,
Yeah, how close are you standing? How close are you
mean-
standing again?
Several yards. I mean, she's getting a
Point
good
blank.
backup.
Yeah, several yards, okay. Like 10, like just 1.
You know, I've never
Two.
been good at estimating yardage. Like, my dad could tell you what's 10 yards, what's 20. I couldn't tell you
Like-
what a foot is.
6
So-
feet.
I mean,
What are you, Canadian? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
All right,
Let's
tell me
see.
in meters.
I don't know. Like, how about the length of about 20 cannons? Like, I could estimate
I
that.
have no
very
idea
easily.
how to estimate that, though. I think a cannon would be like, what, like a yard? Like 2
At
feet,
least.
maybe?
At least.
It depends on the
3
cannon,
feet.
definitely. 'Cause those,
Okay, so
yards
she's
exactly.
standing a decent distance away.
I was about to say football fields, but that doesn't work either.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Let's
Maybe-
just say 15 feet,
Sure.
20 feet, somewhere around there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, just shooting this rock.
Mhm.
All right. Get back to you in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see, Othronus, as you're lounging on this branch that is oh so generously taking your weight, there's this apparently rich halfling woman standing in front of you, just kind of like, I don't know if you're like slumped over in a way that you could see her, but she's just kind of standing in front of you watching you.
just gonna roll to see how badly or how conscious I was when I passed out. Difference is if I just slumped over onto the tree or if I actually sat down, like I knew what I was doing.
How majestic are you looking today?
Okay, that's a 3, so I'm at least sitting down, hat over face, but then essentially just slumped to the side. If I'd gotten that 4, I would have done like that. Like, looked like I'm just leaning against it. But no, it's clear that I'm very much passed out.
Yeah. So you're sent by the city, but you're taking hangover naps?
Currently don't need my speciality.
And what is your speciality?
Removal of stubborn objects.
You could say that
We
again.
need to remove something that's stubborn. We need to remove a stubborn object.
Speak of that charming devil.
Find anything?
Yes. Magic. Who do you know that knows magic around here?
I mean, there's people scattered around, but I mean, most of the magic users just live it up in the city.
It ain't that great, I don't think.
I mean,
Magic really, he just lights his finger on fire, or like a light.
I mean, you're one to talk using that.
I mean, I
Besides,
can't for using a light or a candle, but other than that, that's all I got.
yeah. I myself am partial to some nature-based magics. I've got some experience in the druidic circles.
Oh, you do you?
Light experience. It's mostly just in the
Ah.
helping things grow sense. It comes in handy.
What about helping things move? Like from
No.
one place to another?
Anybody here who taught you, or anyone here you taught?
Don't really take many pupils. What are you talking about? You got a lead?
Yes, I think. Unless Cordelia
Okay.
destroyed it
That's
already,
the thing.
but
There's another shot for
That's
distance.
heard.
Yeah, you guys can hear very faintly.
Do we scream afterward of son of a bitch?
Or like something like milder, I guess. But yeah, something to be
I mean,
effect
it
of that.
depends. Is it hit?
Cordelia, roll a d100.
Okay. The D100 coming up. Once I find it, get out of here. Ow! No. Oh no. Don't roll away.
Right.
That is a 20. Hold on. 28.
28. Yeah, there's something generally close. Maybe closer than you like. Maybe close enough that you think, oh, maybe this isn't a great idea.
Okay.
But, nah, you're not seeing anything in particular.
Okay. Guys, it ain't working. I don't know what's happening.
You made some chips in it. That's good.
Woo! Progress.
You actually got your there's a bullet that's just stuck in the rock.
Oh, check that out.
Sturdy material.
Those who would remove the bullet from the rock would become queen.
Oh god. But no, Celia will tell them that she found the potentially magic transporter of nature based type plant rock. She's probably gonna tell him that about as eloquently as I just did.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Tracks.
Yeah,
Go see this rock of yours. My
better
bush.
than your bush.
It's not better than my bush. Nothing is.
Wait,
You haven't
wait,
even
wait.
seen
So
it yet.
Your bush, there's some kind of exit you found?
Yes. Either
And
that
it-
or an entrance, because it looked like footsteps were near there.
You can't tell the difference between eggs and an entrance?
Eggs?
I think I heard that wrong.
You did hear that wrong.
Exit?
Exit and an entrance. And
What kind of egg has a zit?
definitely found let's just go. She's gonna walk forward.
Well, wait, so what happened at this other farm that you found the branches?
Scarecrows
There may
happen.
have been a fire.
The scarecrows caused a fire? I hadn't heard of anything that crazy.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Just gonna look at
Where? I haven't heard of any fires lately in the countryside.
I mean, it's a good thing we were there. We managed to put it out early, but I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's just recent then.
this was very recent.
Scarecrows were messing with someplace. They haven't been messing that far with anywhere else. I don't know.
Yeah, I just chalked it up to the scarecrows. Who knows what the real cause of it is, but yeah, they came out, destroyed some things, and then there was a fire, and then now we're here.
Yeah. So you guys are making your way over to the rock?
Yep.
Heidi, what are you doing kind of as there? Are you just continuing to shoot? Or are you like going and trying to pluck a bullet out? Are you just hanging out?
I think as they walk up, she's just sort of like poking the bullet that's stuck in there, like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
I mean, I was the smartest kid at the schoolhouse. Hey, I don't want to hear no giggling. I was.
You was. That's out of character.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 13.
13. Alright.
Okay, education did me right.
You go to pluck this bullet out from this rock. What did you get again? It was 13?
Yep.
You're kind of picking at it as it's kind of wedged into the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see some peripheral movement.
Oh.
As you see this shimmering effect coming out from this moss. Almost just above it is kind of how you might describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And from that shimmer, you see the sackcloth head of some creature with malice in its eyes and a curled, torn smile across its sackcloth face.
Oh, sweet tea and biscuits. Celia, Othronus, it's here.
Unfortunately,
You got this, Cordelia. You got this. Don't die.
I'll try.
Unfortunately, just barely didn't pass the save, and you are paralyzed.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
You can. I think you can feel yourself fighting back against this, but it's almost like something beyond your own. Wait a minute. You're a halfling.
Oh wait, yeah, I am. Wait, the only. Want me to roll again?
Yeah, roll again. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a 3. Yeah, 13. We'll stick with that.
Oof. So you can once again you can feel yourself fighting off, but you are currently paralyzed in fear.
Cool.
Let me just double check on. I will say you're not mute, and you can still talk, but I think roll Constitution or Wisdom saving throw to try and yell loud enough that you might be able to get the others to hear you.
Okay.
And this one.
B12.
Yes, I think that you are able to, with that, you're able to yell loud enough. Not loud, I'd say, but I think this is happening as the others are kind of coming in. Mm-hmm. And you are able to get their attention as they're already kind of, again, coming in. So, you guys, you are seeing from quite the distance, you see this sackcloth figure reaching out from the moss, now grabbing your friend.
Oh.
Well, friend, maybe, I don't know if that's what the word you want to use.
An endeared acquaintance.
I mean, we should probably try and help, right?
That'd be the charitable thing to do.
Yes, Mercy. Yeah, I guess Celia's gonna go in just because she sees a scarecrow made out of scarecrow materials, and she's like, "This should be pretty easy."
It's also moving.
I mean, it's fine. It's just a little bit of a challenge, but it's fine. She likes a challenge.
I mean, I'm definitely just going to take a quick swig after looking at that and thinking, damn.
So this I could set on fire, right? Yes?
Yeah, no, this is outside the farm. Go fuck him up.
Yeah. That was all the words she needed. Let's go.
You're still a distance away, so what would you like to do, guys?
Pull out brass knuckles and just start walking towards it very calmly.
You're still quite a distance away.
And still
How
walking
much is
calmly.
quite a distance?
Still walking. Brass knuckles out.
Yep, just
Celia.
calm walk.
How much is quite a distance away?
I'm gonna say 100 feet.
Perfect. I'm gonna firebolt it.
Firebolt or fireball?
Yes, firebolt. I don't have fireball
I don't
yet.
think you have access to fireball.
Not yet. I'm still
Yeah.
little, but firebolt.
All right, roll to hit.
$17.
All right, roll for damage.
2. Dang. What?
All right.
But
It seems like
is it lit on
does.
fire?
It does. You kind of hit it across the. Let's see, across the shoulder, and it does like. It goes up for a second. It doesn't stay on fire, but it like. Instead of like flaring down, you'd kind of expect, it kind of flares up for a second, and then dies away. I'm gonna have it roll something real quick. Yeah, it's holding on still, and it's let me see. Okay, one, nice. See the character design dump channel. It's, let's see, it's paralyzed till the end of its next turn. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Okay. I'm gonna have it roll to see if it's able to pull Cordelia through.
Ooh,
Bye.
do I get to dance around a bonfire? I mean, this is just asking for the whole Annie Get Your Gun soundtrack.
Oh, wait a minute. If it goes where that's going.
Because I'm an Indian, Sue. Ooh, ooh. Or wait, I'm an Indian too. Sue. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, next time.
Cordelia,
Yep.
with your unfortunately small stature, it is able to, even though it is injured, it is able to succeed on its saving throw, and it is able to pull you through this moss, which you've been trying so hard to make your way through.
Oh.
Yep.
See, Cordelia,
Just
that's how you do
indulging
it.
me.
And those on the other end, as you're closing the distance, see this shimmer on this moss stop. And that's a session, folks. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
And then we're swarmed by a bunch of scarecrows. That's the
Alright,
session.
let's
folks.
do it.
Just a billion
Ambush.
trillion scarecrows.
All of them illusions, but the one that keeps poking you.
Ow.
Now that's a pain in the butt.
That is the most annoying devil ability I know of, like the higher tier ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a busted ability, though.
I mean, like it's essentially
Basically, just what mirror image is.
command, and they get to teleport for free. Percentage of hitting you, and they're never there twice.
Yep.
But yeah, so we see Cordelia get pulled through.
Woo!
And the shimmer on this moss stops.
Just get,
What would you like to do?
part of me that wants to look at her and just ask, okay, look, I know we've only known her for a bit, but wasn't it her dream to get kidnapped by the circus? Is this close enough to count?
I mean, is she going to the circus? Is that where this is heading? She's gonna look at the other halfling woman.
Buckle up, kid. You're going to the circus.
Because, I mean, if she's going to the circus, then maybe it's probably in her best interest. Just let her be.
This halfling woman that you've taken along for this ride is just kind of looking dumbfounded at this ride. She's like, what the fuck just happened?
Always been here? Is it new?
No, it's been there since I was a little kid. I played on that rock. Damn, that's a scary rock now.
Make it an attraction for the tourists. Just put a little, rope around it to tell them not to get too close, and tell them that's where
That's where the scarecrow comes out. Perfect.
I don't think. Oh God, no. That's
It's an honest living, and you're warning them that that's where the scarecrow comes out.
That's true. I mean, and you make a little extra on the side. It seems like
where
a win-win.
did she go?
We'll
How are
figure
you
that out
so
eventually.
chill about this?
You don't know how long that ride here was.
Listen,
He was
there's
talking.
a good chance that scarecrow is going to bring her back.
And ask for the quiet one.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, no, she does not appear back through the rock.
In the future,
Oh god.
you're being told what happened at the end of the campaign, but we didn't rescue you, and things went terribly wrong.
Yep.
Tell my brother I love him.
So, Cordelia, as you are pulled through this portal by the scarecrow,
It's like Elmo in Grouchland.
well, you see this kind of shimmer that's in your peripheral vision, kind of envelop your entire vision. You look around, and it's just this kind of shifting view of colors as you kind of look back, and you still see this scarecrow, but it seems to not really be moving. Like, it's not like staring at you, it just kind of looks like it's staring into the middle distance. You feel like you're falling, and then in a very appropriate sensation, you feel like you just stop. You land somewhere. And you look up, and the scarecrow is gone. You are standing in this nicely furnished wood hut.
A wood hut.
Yeah. I think you're probably a bit offset, so from this landing and this experience, so go on and roll in, I'd say probably investigation check.
Alright. Hey, now that's what I like to see. A 16.
16? Alright.
Yep.
Something feels off, and, probably a timely realization, given that you were just pulled through a portal. You look around, and it seems darker than it should be. It's
As if it's suddenly night.
it's suddenly night, or at least you're somewhere where it's covered deeply from the sun. There's what appear to be windows that are streaking in just like the slimmest bits of light.
Yep.
It's warm, actually. You kind of turn around, and you see I assume a fairly familiar view of what appears to be a kitchen. And a woman seems to be leaning over a furnace and is looking to be pulling something out of the oven.
Wait, you say familiar. Wait, is this my house?
No, not your house.
Oh,
But familiar. Like you've seen a kitchen before. You've seen fire and being used for cooking and all that.
Okay, so it's surprisingly mundane for being pulled through a portal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, this is just a house. Did I just get transported into somebody's house?
Excuse me. I just came through a swirly of colors. What happened? Where am I?
You're in my home. No need to fret. You were, what do you say, being a bit of a nuisance?
Wait, whose home?
Mine.
And who are you?
You may call me Eula.
Eula. Alright.
Yes.
Well, I'm Cordelia Barman. Sorry to intrude on your house. But,
yeah. You're, on a mission, are you not? Going and investigating into the things?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatnot.
We're looking for scarecrows. They're tearing up people's livelihood, and as a farm girl myself, I just cannot stand by that.
Yes. Oh, how terrible of there to be, misgivings and whatnot of people having their crops torn out. How terrible. It would deeply affect them and their families, and, well, I see myself as somebody who's looking out for me and my family too. What was that?
I said, oh?
Yes.
Again, madam, I'd ask, Eula, where am I? Where was I transported to?
Brought to my home, as I've mentioned before.
Alright, but where is your home? Are we still outside of Waterdeep?
Oh yes, we're in a small patch of woods. But you won't be leaving until later tonight, at the earliest. You see, my daughter's coming over today.
Oh.
I've been expecting her for a while.
Right. Okay.
And I would just love if you'd like to stay with us for dinner. It would mean a lot to me and her, having somebody so close to our predicament.
Oh, all
Having
right.
company is always great. Yes.
I surely do agree. Would you like a hand? And she'll just waltz into the kitchen and kind of look around.
I'm curious, how is Cordelia doing at the moment?
She's really just confused, sort of wide-eyed, but just okay, this is happening. It's not the weirdest thing that's happened.
Always a great mentality.
Mm-hmm. So, I gotta ask, are there any children's feet or chicken heads hanging from the ceiling? What am I looking at here?
Is this house made of candy and gingerbread?
Yeah. For stupid little girls like Cordelia.
You look around and you see a bunch of odd things. There's just a chicken, not even just a chicken head or a plucked chicken. It's just a whole dead chicken, just dangling by its feet, kind of above a stove.
Yeah.
You see what appears to be what is it? What's the word? I'm blanking. Why am I blanking? Several jars of what appear to be oddly shaped spice bottles.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big cauldron with a stew boiling. Yeah. Appears to be something with a lot of body.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to have like a lot, like a main ingredient. It just seems to have like a, what's the word? It's kind of a broth and a, like, added things. It doesn't seem like there's a chicken or beef or anything like that.
So like a stone soup, a lot of things just thrown together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like there's room for something more.
Like how much room? Like a hobbit's flesh or what? Like, does this look like a bubbling green mass that I should be worried about?
It's more of a reddish brown color. It is bubbling.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's a pretty large cauldron.
What's it smell like?
Let's see. What would it smell like? You kind of sniff it. Let's see. It seems overspiced for what it's in it, and it's kind of like this obnoxiously over pungent smell.
Mm-hmm.
Like way too much emphasis on beets for some reason.
Yeah, I hate beets. Okay, we gotta do something about this. Get Paula Dean in here. I don't know.
There's no like a bunch of like excessive spices, but no like none of like the spices you'd come to expect, like salt, pepper, anything like that.
Well, what you making there?
Oh, that it's not done yet. My daughter's going to bring ingredient for it on the way here.
What's the ingredient?
It's a surprise.
Oh, I like surprises.
Yeah.
So, what do you do living out here in the big woods, alone, stirring a pot with lots of spices that you're waiting for an unknown ingredient for?
You seem kind of judgy. What did I ever do to you?
Oh, no, nothing, madam. I'm just curious. It's just, well, I rarely get out of my own little collar, and, yeah, I've never met many people who just live out in the woods by themselves. Curiosity.
How much do you get into the woods looking for people living on them by themselves?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
How often do you come to the woods living by yourselves, though?
Not often.
I suppose that's fair, then, that you, haven't seen many people like that, then.
No, I haven't. I live out on a big prairie, you see.
Yes. Don't get out much, then.
Nope.
Well, what brings you to the city, then?
Oh, well, I'm trying to avoid a big mean man, and, well, you said that you were in the same boat that I was, being targeted for financial reasons. Is that a crazy
Yeah,
Michael laugh?
Yes, she gives a laugh that is unsettling.
Okay. That
was in character. That wasn't just me being insane for a little bit.
Okay.
It wasn't just. No, I'm teasing. Well, what do you think? You've got somebody coming after your head. What are you planning on doing about it?
Avoiding them?
Oh, eventually they'll catch up with you. What will you do then?
kick and scream and not give up?
Okay.
And at this
That's,
point, she's just kind of backing up against the wall.
I know. If you are coming to the city and you know the risks, and certainly you have a plan, what are you going to do, Cordelia Barman?
Did I say my last name?
What will you do when the time comes?
Kick and scream? Is that?
You're just going to resign to being a nuisance and to live with the burden of others. She's saying this, approaching menacingly.
I didn't think I was ever a burden.
Oh, but you
I'm
ran. And you ran, and you ran
I
to
did.
go get father.
How did you know?
I know many things, Cordelia Barman.
Who are you? And at this point, she's got her gun pointed at this lady.
A friend. To some. She says, kind of like slouching back. But to many others, a nightmare, perhaps.
See why? Now, if you don't give me straightforward answers, I'll shoot.
She chuckles as she turns back to her soup. Let's give a little bit of a break to that whole situation to go check in with everybody else.
Stress, I love it.
I mean, she's definitely part of the circus now, right?
Yes.
This is just
Hold
a
on,
hazing ritual, guys.
You've just met the ringmaster.
I guess so.
Sure.
Weird how we're going to be deliberating whether we're going to follow her or not, even though we're going to.
Right. Fine. I guess we should try and follow her.
Where did your friend go?
It's alright, look, this is going to sound ridiculous, but if, and I mean if, a blonde woman with ridiculously shining armor does come through, just tell her what we told you and point her at the rock. And I say nothing else and just straight to the rock.
Got it. You're just walking into the rock?
I have no idea what she did to trigger this. I'm assuming it's just going off of distance. I didn't see what she did.
How firmly are you walking into this rock? Like, how much force are you putting into it?
Well,
like just casually walking or like running?
Well, casually walking and then trying to touch the rock and seeing if that does anything before I start, my own little investigation of how to do this.
Yeah, you just like press your hand up against this rock. This is a rock with moss on it.
Yep, this is a bucket.
I'm gonna take one of my brass knuckles and try to bash it against to see if I can break off a piece.
I don't think that's gonna. Okay, there it goes.
Roll and tackle.
22 to hit and 6 bludgeoning.
That'll hit. I'll say with the brass knuckles, you're not also directly impacting your own fists, so you're not going to take any damage back on something like this. Or at least risk it. And you are able to break off a small chunk of this rock with the moss on it.
Cool. I'm going to pocket that. And I'm going to walk over to Celia and ask, you have any idea what she did to make whatever that was happen?
I don't think it was Cordelia.
Yeah, wasn't there like a spooky specter?
The scarecrow that took her through.
Scarecrow. That's what those ugly things look like then.
She's gonna look towards the the halfling woman. Do you know how to reactivate this so that it like opens the door again to wherever she went?
I could. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. I don't think I can do that. Even if I knew the spell, which, listen, I got my fair share of stuff, but I ain't that powerful. I don't think I could just pocket you back to the place that she went without at least knowing where she went.
Do you?
I know that's a fat load of nothing.
Do you have any enemies of any sorts? Why would someone be after your orchard?
No, not really. I don't really have any particular. Like, I got some, like, small-time political semi-enemies. Like, but those are in the city. Those are like business rivals. This doesn't seem like a business sort of thing. Why would they take one of yours?
Probably because we were snooping around. Do you know anyone that's just upset with farmers here in general?
Not really. Can I get you guys to make a perception check?
I'm looking down at this halfling woman. I'm distracted.
$17.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, Celia, you're a little distracted. Othronus and Blossom both kind of are positioned, I think, in a way that they can see this as it's coming down. There is a paper bird coming and landing in front of you, Othronus. Just as a reminder, paper birds are magical pieces of paper enchanted to fold into paper birds and fly off to deliver a message written on them to whoever's name is written on them. Othronus, you would also notice that it came from the northern direction.
I'm assuming this is for us, but it might just be for, the owner, so let's just check it out.
Stuffing it up.
I mean, I'm going to die, but there's a part of me that...
A little jumpy. I'm sorry.
Last game I played was Sunday, and my rogue Aarakocra had lost an arm because of this.
Fair.
This?
Okay. Made a mistake. There was a giant lizard fighting tournament that my party entered because one of us had one. I wrapped myself up like a mummy as a part of its tail and used my daggers as a stinger. It wasn't the best decision. I flew out halfway through the battle, was nearly killed by the other thing when it noticed me, and then grabbed a message that I thought someone was giving him. It was a bomb, and that's how I lost an arm.
Nice.
Fair enough, I guess.
Open it up.
Okay, I'll open it up.
It explodes. With warning, but... No, I'm kidding.
Dude, I can't choose two-handed weapons anymore. No. I have a single staff. I can't do, unarmed attacks anymore.
Dang.
Man, that would suck as a barbarian. No, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, depending on your perspective, it does not explode. Why did I start with unfortunately?
To kill us all.
But it just told us, hey, you missed something important in the city.
You actually see this message on this in starting off in kind of bouncing between frantic and very proper handwriting. Somebody write, "Help! Scarecrows are standing menacingly in the farm. I don't know what to do. Get back here, please?" Signed cordially, Nyla, Eagle Dancer.
I immediately crumple that message up in my hand, and I just think,
So who's it from?
both of them. We did it.
Oh, is that Nyla's resignation letter?
She's just a bunch of scarecrows over there, and she wants us to go there.
Oh, that's kind of far, and I mean, she's got the power of her god on her side, right?
I mean, I want to get this done before tonight. I really want to go and see what happens if I get blitzed and I'm at a certain spot.
You see another bird flying towards you.
I go to the bird.
What did taking you so long?
I gotta wonder, I can't write anything back in these, right?
They got like a stack full of these over here.
Oh,
No, you cannot write anything back.
I mean, I have some if you want to write back a message to her.
Even if we go back now, it's like an hour or something, right? Or more?
I think what I said, it was like 15 minutes if you take the carriages. But that's also if you're going around on the roads.
And if you go straight?
Maybe not sure, but maybe, probably less, you would assume.
I mean, and here's my thing. Ride back there, even if we're going slower than normal, without Cordelia. It doesn't seem like a bad thing to me.
Yeah, that actually seems kind of nice.
Wait, so you guys are just gonna go and, I mean, no, by all means, go and finish this thing. Just like yes.
I think it's connected to this. Apparently one of the people we left at the other place where we first found this says a bunch of crows are gathering. I don't know if that has anything to do with this or if she's just her birdophobia acting up again.
Air crows. Not crows.
No, I like it better that it's a bunch of crows.
Just a bunch of crows.
Bird
Got a phobia for birds.
The fact that they're in an army of slowly gathering scarecrows is just, it's nothing.
Fine. It's fine. Alright,
Let's
let's
go with that.
Maybe I could actually light something on fire this time. Let's go.
That's fair. But honestly, I'm going to let them go now. Just another gold. Let them know. Just take the slow way and don't worry about getting there.
Yeah.
Alright, what, you want to actually just talk this out or just take a nap?
Well, what do you want to talk to?
I could honestly go for anything.
So,
Go for anything.
I am both very relaxed by that little nap I had, and I'm still taking a few sips.
I mean, I do have some questions about you.
Othronus, you're saying? Are you guys having this conversation as you're walking to, or are you running? Are you walking?
Oh,
Walking.
we're taking the time.
There is no urgency in us right now.
I could be getting at by a witch.
We don't know what's happened to you. We just
I'm
started to get pulled.
assuming
Exactly.
But this could be just your like labyrinth journey, and you're a princess at the end.
Oh my gosh, do I get a handsome elvish man in the end?
you already have Fala.
Souvenir from Nyla.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, Fala.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna break Fala's poor heart.
A poor little heart.
To be fair, it was like misleading. What is this awful? What is that? Oh my god. Taking a screenshot.
But yeah, I think Celia's gonna ask Othronus about his life story. Tell me whatever you want to tell me about yourself. I need to know all about you.
Shit, I don't even know where I'm going to start with this. Half of my shit is blurred out because it just takes a little sip. A little toasty?
Wait, no.
Fair.
But unless you're specific, I've honestly no idea what I'm supposed to tell you. I don't know my family.
Lucky you.
I was kept in a room, don't know why, for I don't even remember how long when I was little. found one person just came and talked to me, food, stuff like that. Decided to leave, or whether I was kicked out, I don't even remember anymore. I stopped thinking about it. Wound up in an orphanage. Met some people. Yeah, I met some people.
And were these people good people?
I have no way of knowing, honestly.
Were they
Oh,
good
that-
to you?
Some were trying to be nice. Some don't know if they cared.
Then I
Did
think
little-
that's what matters.
Moved around a bit. Did a little stealing to get by.
Okay,
Stole
me
stupid
too.
shit. What's the one thing you've stolen that you've never been able to get rid of? If anything.
The one thing I've stolen that I've never been able to get rid of, I don't think I have anything like that. Everything I've stolen has been for someone else.
Well, you've never stolen for yourself, then.
No.
That is sad. He just pulls out, and you see around his neck there is a silver rosary
And
with a
if I-
symbol.
Mercy would be pissed.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe. I took this, I don't remember how long ago, when I was honestly looking for anything else, and I've never been able to get rid of it. Now I don't want to. Just keep.
I guess it's your lucky charm then.
No, I've gotten some shit days, and this has not helped at all.
But
Sometimes
you're still
I
alive.
think it is so.
Othronus,
Let me see what can happen.
you cut out a little bit there for me, so I have no idea what you said.
Okay, what was the last thing, or you asked?
I just said, but you're still alive.
Not always optional.
Were you ever given the choice?
No, sometimes it seemed like the easier way out was not being alive, but it's still... By that point, I wasn't alone anymore.
So you have friends? Family?
I hope I have friends. Otherwise, there's been some very awkward conversations. Family, it's an honestly a toss-up in the air. I have no idea.
And what were you doing before all of this?
Before I was born?
I mean, before meeting me. Us.
You mean before that little barroom
Yes.
fiasco that landed us in this?
Yes, before that.
Let's see. Just starts counting on his fingers. Saying goodbye to everybody I've ever known. Telling someone that I've done anything for that I can't. And leaving behind the only real, thinking about it, the people I would honestly call family behind. That was an interesting day.
At least you got to say
I
goodbye.
know.
I know that sounded good, but that's not the atmosphere.
I'm sure. If I can ask, what happened that caused you to leave?
Glimpse or two into what might have been that I think would have been not good for me.
So you left of your own choice.
it was my choice to cut ties.
And have you regretted it?
It was never something I wanted, just something that had to happen.
But my question still stands.
Then I think I gave you my answer.
And what about now? What is it that you're working towards now?
An aspiration, I hope, is not just a delusion.
And what would that aspiration be?
Something else. Something better. But never that again.
I think, while the walk might generally be a little bit longer, I think that's a good place to have you guys arrive. It's not a terribly far walk, luckily.
Do we find the army against Nyla? I mean, like Ash Williams versus like Evil Dead, kind of like him versus all of those rights.
Yeah.
This is what you see. These scared. I just kind of put you out here. You're probably a little bit farther out currently, I'd say. But you guys see this scene of there's several different scarecrows. 3 to be exact. One of them has a big jack-o'-lantern head. One of them has a large sackcloth poncho. And another, let me double check something. Let's see. The other one has a, what is it called? A crimson scarf, kind of like torn up scarf, like tossed around. It's they're all opposed from what you might see in this image, all very animated, but all still standing there, just kind of hunched over a little, but standing.
If you want another question while we're waiting, go for it.
Ooh. I have to think about this. What would be the one question that Celia would ask? I think Celia would actually ask if Othronus had any questions for her. I mean, you've told me a lot about yourself. What about you, big guy? What questions do you have for me?
Well, I got plenty of questions, but nothing I think I'm going to ask yet. You seem to be doing better, and that's really something more interesting than questions. I'm assuming things have gone well with whoever the hell's after you, or were they just trying to find you?
Neither. Apparently.
Oh, actually, I just remembered. Misheard that first question, but I think this is... I forgot that I already told this to someone, so it makes sense for you to know it. But this all would have been back... he would have still been drinking when he did this.
Oh. Ooh, would she... Yeah, she would ask.
Any follow-ups, just let me know.
She would ask about her. Yes. I don't know if you want me to ask here or in DMs.
Feel free. Whichever one works.
I feel like Heidi's gonna get really mad if I ask in DM.
I am eavesdropping very Totally.
Yeah, no, because I forgot. This is something I already told, technically, our ghost butler.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was an unfortunate day. I would have spilled the beans to one of you guys.
I think I probably would ask, who is this person that still seems to have control over you?
One of the first people was one of my newer friends back when I first found these people. That was even before them. No, she was at the beginning. Shit. And he keeps saying this, there's a little realization in his head every time he thinks about how far back this goes. He keeps thinking like it goes this, but like no, even before that, she was there. That was more or less my beginning. She was there for most of that, and that's why she knows most of my secrets. What I've done, what we've done, my ticks, my skeletons. For a lot of the last few years of my life, she was more like my confessor, my secret keeper, my first love.
And was she one of those that you had to cut ties with?
She was the one I knew I had to cut ties with.
Because she wasn't good for you.
That's a matter of perspective. A lot of people thought she was great for me. I thought she was great for me.
So then what was the problem?
And he'll reach up for like the rosary when you ask him that. Hit a fork in the road. I decided to go left.
And she went right?
She stayed right.
It's a shame.
It is. She's told me before when I realized my mistake that she'll be there.
I don't mean that.
Which one then?
She's gonna like stop to think about how she wants to word this. If she was as good for you as you say she was, and if she truly cared about you in the way I believe you cared about her, she would have wanted to stay by your side. And it's a shame she chose otherwise.
Then I've if that's what you think, then I've misworded this. I'm sorry. She didn't want me to leave. And she was happy how things were going. When I said the fork in the road, I'm the one who decided to leave.
Yeah, you mentioned that you made that choice. But if she was truly concerned about you and your well-being and your happiness, she would still be by your side today. At least that's what I believe.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. Not the way I'd describe it myself, but an interesting one.
Life's all about different perspectives.
Oh, that I had to learn a few different ways, but still. A new one's always helpful.
Well, if you ever need a new perspective, I'm here.
Alright, I'll give it a shot in the dark. Do you remember back right after we finished scaring that one poor drunken bastard half to death, she put that axe to his face before giving us what we already knew we wanted.
Yeah.
Then we went off to base for the Zen.
Yes.
After we found them, bodies, realized they were ambushed, and that unfortunate little No, it was just a little emotional for me when I did so.
I recall.
It didn't use.
You had insisted on rushing in by yourself. I remember this.
That was more. I'll be honest, I was expecting a talk. Maybe a little coin to grease things along, say maybe hi to some people I might have known, get to know some I didn't. I wasn't expecting that. And then I got shot in the back, and yeah, you know how it went from there.
Yes, I remember.
That was actually one of the first few times that's happened like that.
So you've been shot in the back before?
A few times, but I meant more my outbursts and lack of control.
And when else has that happened?
Would have been right after a really shit job right before I decided to leave.
I know about shit jobs. Is it
You think it's all gonna be right, and then nope.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an easy job, and everything just goes wrong.
I mean, that's kind of what you're supposed to expect, and maybe you pull out if you have to. Or maybe you get your hands dirty and make it right. Or at least get it done. There was a part of that I just wasn't... No, there's a part of that I knew I could do, and I wouldn't question, and that's what I didn't like.
So... Seems like you guys are having some good conversations. Continuing. But and I know that we're really close to some stuff with that. So I don't know if you guys want to keep on going to get to some stuff. Or if you guys want to...
I don't think there's going to be anything drawn out too conclusively with this. Maybe
Yeah, dodging the details.
Just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably should...
Not revealing too much to each other yet.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think now would be a good time to pick up again with Cordelia briefly.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, briefly, maybe not, maybe not. So Cordelia, this freaky woman, freak woman, is, kind of turned her back on you now. Things were tense just a moment ago. Yeah, so what would you like to do? Or is there anything else you wanted to check on before you do anything?
Still keeping her rifle pointed at this woman's back. How do you know all this? Tell me.
Oh, come on, dearie. I look into people's minds. It's not that hard.
It isn't?
No, if you know the right things to use and ways.
Is that goop that you're stirring there part of it?
No, this is just dinner.
Oh, well then. But why me? You still haven't answered my question.
Oh, simple, dear. It's because you were there. You see, like many people in this world, and particularly in this city, she's kind of turned back towards you, spoon that she was stirring in hand, and she's kind of waving it about.
Mm-hmm.
People will take advantage of you. You might just want to live a simple life, not get in anybody's way. But then people come and they see opportunity, and they try to take what's yours and make it theirs. She says, kind of pointing at you.
Yes.
You see, you and I aren't so different. We both have people that are getting in our way of what we want. The main difference between us is what extents we'll go to. So she's kind of standing in front of you as you're kind of pointing this rifle at her. What extents will you go to, dearie?
I ain't gonna kidnap people or ruin others' livelihood. But when it comes down to it, it's just gonna be me against him.
Well, and you think he'll leave it to just that?
Don't know, but that's what this is about.
You think
This is
he
me
won't
against
throw
him.
everything he has at you to get what he wants?
I don't know. He fancies himself a gentleman, so he may do something with a lot of rules to it.
Is that what he did in Phandalin?
Well, in a way, yes. But it was real snake-like, real snaky. And at this point, her rifle's just sort of lowering, and she's just kind of thinking, kind of wilted. Don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know a lot of things. I don't know what he'd do. I don't know if I'm safe. I don't know if any of my family's safe.
I thought my family was safe. We just wanted to have our fun. Till a nuisance came into the city and drove us out. They died. My sisters. It's been years. I've been on my own. And now I'm finally going to have company again.
I'm so sorry, ma'am, but I can't stay. I gotta get back to my own folks. Surely you understand that.
I'm going to pause this for a moment. And when you get back to your family, then you'll be safe? They won't drive you away again, then?
Family wouldn't drive me away. I'll be there to protect all of them. We'll be together at least.
Maybe. And
No,
even
we
if
will.
you...
We will.
Oh, maybe. But even if you do get your happily ever after, and he doesn't come for you anymore, what about the next person who looks to take advantage of you, and the next, and everyone after that? What do you do then?
I won't let it happen. That's what I got Lorraine for, and she holds up her rifle again.
We will see. What is it in this world that you want, Cordelia Barman?
I want my family back, safe and sound, all of us together. I want Silas Duncan out of the picture.
Grin spreads across her face. That is well within the realms of reason, for the right price.
How do I know that you ain't trying to take advantage of me now?
Well, you're starting to catch on. The thing is everyone takes advantage of somebody in some way, even if they think they are performing the most noble of deeds. The only true way to live life is to understand that you can only get ahead by taking advantage of others. I see that now.
Oh.
And I think you will.
No. I ain't gonna hurt other folks. I have no reason to. Unless
then
they hurt
why
me.
do you carry
I'll
around
fight
the
back.
name?
Protect myself in case somebody tries to hurt me. Or anyone else that I care about.
Carry it around so openly. You flaunt her in front of all those you see.
So that I don't have to get confrontational with them. They see her and they know that I mean business. That's why.
So you threaten them.
No, I don't threaten them. I don't know. What do you want from me?
I want you to learn. But alas, our time grows short. I have other things I need to attend to as my daughter arrives. So I'll tell you what. You may stay, and I will make sure that Silas Duncan will never bother you again. You go, and I will not interfere with what he has planned. The choice is yours.
Reason to trust you, ma'am.
Sorry, what was that?
I have no reason to trust you, ma'am.
Maybe. But you know I have the power you seek. After all, you made your way here. One way or the other.
That is true, but I'm not the smartest gal in the world, but I have to be able to at least trust my own eyes.
Very well. But promise me this. The moment my daughter steps through this door, and she points, and a door that was not there before appears. You and your friends have no dominion over my family.
Never wanted to.
Smile curls around her face. So it's a deal.
Well, I don't know what the deal is exactly here now. I leave and you let me be?
I will let you be, and you will not interfere in my family's business.
We were hired to find the source of the scarecrows, and apparently the source of the scarecrows is you. So,
When my daughter arrives, you have my word, the scarecrows will not interfere in the lives of the commoners.
very well then.
He extends a hand.
All right then. And she still has one hand on that rifle, ready to pull the trigger if she needs to, and the other hand it reaches out.
Let me get something up.
I gotta roll some kind of check, don't I?
Take this hand of this seemingly, apparently not, nice old lady.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, as you shake the hand, green light swirls around this hand and bonds glowing green mark over both of your hands.
Oh.
And you see it slowly begin to fade away as the illusion masking her fades away as well. You see standing before you a crooked green hag.
Oh gosh, that is a very witchy witch.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. I'm gonna turn into a toad. Although you gotta do things for that. Any wart be gone? Any Slimex?
She's just the Mucinex germ.
Yeah.
It's not terrifying or anything.
No, not at all.
I will return you to your friends once my daughter has arrived. Until then, make yourself at home. You see her make her way over to the oven and these pastries that she pulled out of the oven moments ago, or not moments, but earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And brings one over on a plate. It is some kind of flaky bread, and something crushed up, black berry of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at this. This is definitely like a screaming face. Like this pastry is in the form of a screaming face.
Mm-hmm. Now give it the sniff test. Do you think it's gonna kill me?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Nature. That's a 14.
Yeah. With that, you kind of smell this pastry, and it is definitely made of kind of stale bread and bitter and sour berry. So you don't think it's gonna kill you, but you can't imagine it tastes great. She, on the other hand, is kind of digging into one of these and kind of looking back at you expectantly.
She will take a look at the pastry, then at the old woman, or at the witch, then the pastry, then the old woman, and she looks shaken, like she's got a bead of sweat rolling down her face. I'm gonna roll to see what she does.
Now one just shoots her.
You are not wrong. So she is going to back up from the table. She's gonna kick the table against the witch and fire at her.
You do this, and let's see. Roll to make an attack at disadvantage.
Okay, 13.
13?
Oh, no, wait, actually, I have a... No, wait, I didn't add the bonus.
Yes, do add the bonus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so 19 and... Here. 17.
Alright. With that, roll for damage.
Damage. I need a D8 for that. Oops, wrong one. Uh, 14.
14. You kind of, let's see. Double check. Okay. You kind of make this shot against her. Where do you hit? Are you going for the head, for the chest?
Yeah,
going
for the chest.
All right. You 14 points of damage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You see this shot unload into her chest, and she kind of takes a step back. And looks like she's reeling for a moment. She drops this plate of pastries. And it looks like she's reeling. Take 7 damage.
Oh, wait, why did I take 7 damage? Oh my gosh, Thomas had never seen such bullshit before.
You also feel like you're reeling. You feel this sharp, intense pain in your chest.
Oh my god.
So, this...
Oof.
Let's see up, but you're the person who's seeing. You think you're controlling yourself and you're aiming the gun, but the...
She begins kind of just laughing. Oh, you try, but you won't breach the contract. It's already been signed. And she holds up her hand and shows this green glow. These runes kind of floating around her hand.
Oh, no. What have I done? I was so stupid. Gosh.
You have much to learn. And she fades in a cloak of shadow and kind of wisps of, not wisps, like streaks of darkness kind of fade away as you are now alone in this room with the pastries on the floor and the one that she gave to you.
Yeah, she breaks down crying. just a little puddle of hobbit on the floor, halfling on the floor.
Yes. So I think let's go back at this point to the farm.
Yeah.
Fun
Fight,
stuff.
fight.
I should really probably hop off here, guys. I gotta head home. And
Yeah, that's fair.
bed.
Now might
Yeah.
be
So
like
you guys-
a pretty good time to wrap up for the evening.
well,
Like,
you
we
guys
could
go ahead
go-
and do what you want. I just know that I gotta get going. So this seems like a good
Alright.
place for me to go adios. So
I
I
think
really enjoyed
that
playing
also
with you guys.
works. Yeah,
And so
Yeah.
I love y'all. Tell Kimmy I
Oh.
love her, and good night.
definitely catch you up on anything that happens.
Yeah.
Okay.